Hey everybody, how we doing? It's Friday. Woohoo! And it's the end of the week. So how we all been? God, it feels weird, doesn't it? It's like last week was so I gotta be honest, folks, the last 2 weeks it's been completely emotional. It really has. I mean, honestly, I've been totally drained from it all. But anyway, we kind of turned over a new leaf now. We've got a new king, King Charles III. How cool is that? It's quite cool, actually. The only thing that's a bit sad to me, anyway, is that we're not going to have a queen for at least 100 years. I mean, there'd have to be a lot of advocation for it not to happen. But anyway, it's funny, though. Everything is changing. You know, like I've always known the royal guards to be the Queen's guards, and now they're the King's guards, and now they're, you know, like the barristers and that. And instead of being QCs, they're now KCs and things like that. It's very strange. But anyway, after all that sort of kind of news and passing and, you know, the new chapter, we've all gone back to the original news and the dire economics of the planet. But such is life, I guess. These things kind of come around and go around like they do. But anyway, how the devil are you lot out there? That's what I want to know. How are you all coping with all these shenanigans around the world? It really is. It just seems to go from one thing to another. But anyway, something I do want to say, like I always say, folks, is that if you want to support the channel, then by all means, you've got two choices. We've got a few choices, actually, but the main two, anyway, are that you can either give us a super chat. I'll stick your name up there. I'll throw a video out there saying thank you as well. And also, I'll pop a thank you on Instagram, because I love a bit of Instagram. I really do. Now, something you might have noticed on Instagram that I've been doing. Now, where is it, actually? It's just behind me. There we go. Oh, try and put it in arm's reach. Still got a dodgy shoulder. Got two dodgy shoulders now. Is this? I just want to point this out, folks. On Sunday at 5:30, I'm going to be building this, and I'm also going to be giving away this set as well. Care of Blocks Magazine. So, good old Blocks Magazine. They're kind of sponsoring it, really. I suppose you could sort it that. They're kind of giving me the set to build, and they're giving me the set to give away. So do tune in for that. Because when you do tune in for that, I'll then be able to tell you exactly how you can win it. Very easy. I promise you, folks. It really is. But anyway, there's a few things that have come out this week. We've got this new Winter Village set. I really like it. I haven't got any other Winter Village stuff. I'm a big fan of it. I'm not sure everyone is a big fan of it, though. And also, I got this yesterday. This was most unexpected. It really was. Look at this. London Lego Store, the biggest Lego store in the world, mind you, has given away these exclusive 2x4 tiles. Anyway, I did a quick video on it last night, just basically unpackaging it. Nothing too fancy, just me unpackaging it and going like that. And to the backing of a pretty decent track of music, actually. But anyway, enough of all that. We'll go into that a little bit later. We'll certainly be looking at this new Winter Village set. Is it really a village set? I don't know. It looks like it's a bit it's a bit of a city set, if you ask me. To me, it's like a bit of a Lego city set, but it's got a trolley, as our American cousins like to call it, or as we like to call it, a tram. But anyway, before I start getting anyone in, let's start saying hello to a few peeps that are out there. Let's say hello. Blimey, I've got to do a lot of scrolling to get this lot out. We've got Minifig Hook, Gazza. Good to see you, dude. Then, of course, you've got me. You've got Sir Bazza of Portcullis. Bazza will be in just a second, but we're fingers crossed, folks. He's got infrastructure issues. But you know how it goes. We've got Scotty out there as well. Good to see you, mate. Nicole out there. Lieber Luga, my lieber Schuden. Great to see you. Hope your move's gone okay. I hope your decorator's going all right as well. You've got to decorate your old place. What's all that about? Got BrickStagePass as well. He'll be in with us soon. Also, as well, folks, later on in about an hour or so, we're going to have one of a couple of Brickheads joining us as well. That's going to be exciting. Alden Doff is out there. KO. Brickapix is there too. Good to see you, Kerry. Hope all is well with you. Brick TY says, good evening, Greg Lundbridge. Good evening, all you lovely peeps in the chat land. Hope you're well this awesome Friday. You've nicked a couple of my phrases there. I like it. I must be rubbing off on you lot. We've got Minark out there as well. Minark, lovely to see you. I want to get you back on London Calling soon, my friend. Like I say, Minifigures is out there chatting away. KO is there. We've got the Brick Bods as well. I've been looking at one of their... I mean, for the last 10 minutes, I was just looking at their lounge and some medical trolleys that they've got going on in their room. But anyway, it might just be IKEA. I don't know. Let's go on, shall we? Let's scroll down. Oh, he's got Till Bricks in Paradisa. I haven't seen you for a little while, my friend. Good to see you. Alden Doff says Minark. Who else we got out there? Till saying hello to everybody. We've got Brian Anderson. This goes, the new Winter Village set reminds me of the little £20 market set that they released a few years ago versus the actual Winter Village building. I'll be building it because of winter, but still, I like that. I'm a fan of it, my friend. I really am. I like it because it's got the trolley on it. It's only the trolley is the big reason I want to get it. Now, Minark, LC138, great seeing you on Sunday, Greg. I can't wait to do Sunday stream. I'm very excited about it. It's a great set. It's a blooming expensive set, and I'm giving one away free, which is pretty good, isn't it? Anyway, folks, on that note, this is what happens when you lovely lot out there give us a super chat.
Oh my God, is this my acceptance to Hogwarts?
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money. Money, money, money.
It's like that sort of thing sort of goes on, isn't it? It's a bit sort of slightly random, but in some respects, it really isn't either. And we've got Aaron Brickerhoff out there as well. Good to see you, Aaron. Right, let's start getting some people on, shall we? Minark, thank you so much, my friend. I love you to bits. I really do. And you know what? It was nice seeing you as well last week, albeit it was very brief, wasn't it? But it was lovely to see you, my friend. It really, really was. Okay, let's get someone on, shall we? I need to get... you know what? Sometimes when I get up every day, honest folks, this is I'm speaking from the heart here. I'm speaking from the heart. I always try and be the best version of myself. I really do. But there's a new particular version out there that I always kind of, how can I put it, aspire to be like. It is, of course, the jeans version. And here she is. Hello, you.
Hi. How are you?
Hey, I'm all right. How the devil are you?
I'm great, actually. The week went by fast. It's Friday. I'm excited.
Me too. I cannot believe how quickly this week did go. But I mean, it was really weird because we're in September now. We never have bank holidays in Septembers. And this is probably one of the first in my entire life. I'm pretty confident it is anyway.
How many days did y'all get for the Queen's passing?
Well, we had 10 days of mourning, which was basically consisted of some major shops closing from time to time. And we had a bank holiday on the Monday, so which is nice. I mean, to be honest, I was just glued to the TV watching
Right.
the funeral, which sounds really morbid, but it actually was. It was just very interesting to watch history.
Yeah, it is.
unravel.
There's nothing like it.
It was awesome, and if there's one thing that we can do well, us Brits, well, it's two things actually off the top of my head, or maybe three. But anyway, the two things we do particularly well: queues. We're amazing at queues. We've definitely proved it in the last couple of weeks. We really have, especially right from Scotland down to London. And secondly, as well, we're very good at doing ceremony and historic things. So, you know, we're kind of up there with them all. We really are.
Yeah.
But anyway, hopefully you got to see a bit of that. Andor came out this week, which is, well, I don't know. I really like it. I know some people don't like it. Maybe we'll chat a little bit about that later. No spoilers, folks. We'll leave that until other people want to stream about stuff like that over the course of the weekend and stuff like that. But we will. I just want to know off people what they kind of thought of it. I liked it. What would be your initial response? A thumbs up or a thumbs down? Jean, where would you go?
Oh, I've only seen one full episode, and I loved it. Enjoyed it thoroughly. Feels very different. I'm hooked. I'm ready to see more of that story for sure.
Wicked. Awesome. That's exactly how I feel. It's got Rogue One vibes written all over it.
Yeah,
not surprising.
Exactly. Which is my favorite Star Wars movie. So
it is. It's my favorite Disney Star Wars movie by 100%. But some days, again, I wake up, I think to myself, do you know what, today Empire Strikes Back is my favorite Star Wars movie. Tomorrow I might wake up and go, Rogue One's my favorite movie. I even watched it again this week. Loved it even more. And I'm sure they've squeezed in a few new scenes in there as well. There's a few scenes I was like, a couple of seconds here and there was a little bit different. It felt. I have to do some research into it. Anyway, where would you like to go next? We've got the south of England. We've got someone in some brick galaxy far, far away. We've got beautiful Ireland. We've got somewhere in London where the infrastructure of the internet is somewhere between bad to appalling. And we've got the newbie on. He's already come in. He wasn't due in for another 45 minutes yet, so he'll be coming in last. So I can get him in properly. He looks very cool though. He's got sunglasses on and everything.
Oh.
Must be in America. So where would you like to go, Jean?
Let's go to the beautiful island.
Oh, let's go to beautiful Ireland. Let's go to beautiful Ireland to meet a beautiful man who's got a beautiful wife. Of course, he's got a beautiful family. He's got a beautiful new Lego store as well. It is, of course, Sparkly O'Connor. Here he is.
Hi, Sparkles.
How you doing, Si?
Hi. Good to see you.
Well.
Yeah, you both look great.
Oh,
Good
so do you.
good
I love that tea.
Me too. He's marvelous in every way, shape, or form. He really is. Si, how have you had a good week? Are you? I mean, you were glued to the TV like I was on Monday.
I watched it for 10 days straight. I recorded I recorded it on Sky News, BBC, and on CNN as well. And anything I missed, I rewound it. I was up till the middle of the night most of the time watching it. Because like you, Greg, I love the ceremony and the history behind why things are done a certain way. Like, I mean, the fascinating thing is why she was pulled on by the sailors on the gun carriage. It's because the horses got cold originally for Victoria's funeral.
Yes.
So the Marines said, we'll pull the carriage, and they did it. Like,
and they did it. Just stuff like that. Yeah. It gives me look, I got goosebumps thinking about it. I love it. I really do. I love that sort of thing. And do you know what? Those guys that did the carrying of the coffin, man, they deserve some sort of award. I mean, they just did it every time perfectly. It's like they had. I mean, I don't know what the stats are, but they're saying it's around 5 billion people watched it, and that's like the biggest part of most of the planet was watching it. They really was.
Yeah, it was very sad. Like, I mean, a lot of parts were just like really, really sad. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and he was, and I felt sorry for him because ultimately their mums passed away. But it was interesting to see. I was there the day before, soaking it all in as well. I went over and saw the flowers. Check out my Instagram, folks. There's loads of pictures of it on there. I might even throw some more on there from time to time. But loads of minifigures of queens over there, which I absolutely adored. So yeah, and please do, folks, do check out everyone's Instagram. Because everyone who's on here is on Instagram, so it's a fact of life these days, folks. Especially Jane, blimey, she does everything on Instagram. It seems she's awesome. She really is making coffee, opening gifts, and if you're a fan of Rebels, well, she's the man.
I post a lot of Rebels.
You do. I love Rebels as well.
I actually just posted my first mock, but we can talk about that later.
Oh yes, we will definitely. Sorry, the last thing I saw that you did was some sort of large Thor, like I forget what they called it now. What do they call it when it's metallic?
It's diecast.
That's the one, diecast. But maybe we'll have a look at one later. Anyway, site, where would you like to go? We've got south of England. We got somewhere in a galaxy far, far away. Or we got somewhere in London that's hanging in there.
Who do I not bring in much? Let me see. Maybe we go. Is Southampton available?
Southampton. Last time I remember, Southampton wasn't actually in Asia. But anyway, we're going to go there anyway.
Where? Nature.
In nature. Well, it is in nature, as I suppose, but in Asia. Actually,
nature. What are you talking about?
No, you just sounded a little bit Asia when you said it. That was all.
Here we go.
Rewind it. You lot out there, let me know. What did you think? He loves the Chinese. He really does. And do you know what? I can't have one tomorrow. I'm out. I'm out to see Mary Poppins tomorrow in the West End.
Tomorrow, actually. Oh
man, I'm well, Joe. So I send me a picture. I want to know what you got. Okay, we're gonna go to Southampton, folks. Where what can I say? If you're this person's neighbours, I feel very sorry for you. Only because their back garden's full of chickens at the moment. And if it ain't full of chickens, it's full of Ian running around trying to capture the chickens. It is, of course, the Brick Bods. Hello, Brick Bods.
Hello.
How you doing?
Yeah, we have been chasing the chickens this afternoon. They've been cheeky.
Are they? The cheeky chickens. Oh, like that.
Chickens.
Ooh, cheeky chickens. What's with the medical thing going on over there? You've been taking people's temperatures and stuff like that.
What medical stuff?
The medical. You got the medical trolley.
Oh no, that's my new trolley that gets everything off the floor. It's really good. There's nothing on. Well, I say there's nothing on the floor. There's loads of stuff on the floor, but I can wheel it around and I get the floor back, and it's really good.
Oh, okay. All right, I see. So he gets it off the floor. Oh, hold on. Here he comes. Here he comes. Walking down the street. He's got a handful of chicken and a pint for Carrie. Oh, is that Dr. Pepper you're drinking?
Cherry Coke.
Yeah, cherry Coke.
Oh, Cherry Coke. Okay, fair enough. Very cool. Nice to see you in. Welcome to the stream, just in time as always. I like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, lovely to see you. And so anyway, great to see you in. He's looking as fluffy as ever. How was the chickens? Are they okay? No chickens were hurt in the making of this stream?
No, chickens are good.
He's just been installing a chicken cam so we can watch them.
Oh, no way.
Chicken can. Oh, that's cool. Good stuff. All right, nice one.
Not quite done, but yeah.
Good stuff. We'll chat about that in a minute. Looking forward to. I think I am anyway. I've just subscribed to your chickens thing on Instagram. I don't know why. I just did. It's ridiculous, really. The world we live in these days, folks. Anyway, where would I'm going to ask Ian for once? Actually, I always ask Kerry, but I'm going to ask Ian. Ian, where would you like to go? Somewhere in a brick galaxy far, far away, or somewhere in London?
Let's go London.
We're going to go London. All right, folks, let's bring him in quick because last time he was on, he was called Foolin with Bricks. Now he's called Sir Bazza of PORTCULLIS. And but as of course, we know him. We love him. We give him big hugs, big cuddles. It is, of course, Bazza. Hello, Bazza.
Hey, how you doing, people? Good to see you.
It's working.
How you doing, chat? Yeah, I've got my phone on. Unfortunately, I had everything set up and internet plugged in and everything, but it just wasn't working tonight. So I'm on the phone. It was having none of it, mate. It was having none of it.
Oh, my friend. Anyway, it's great to have you here. How are you? You okay?
Yeah, I feel good. Yeah, real good. Good to be here. It's been a few weeks, so it's nice to pop on and see everybody and listen to everybody chat Lego and other stuff,
mate. Yeah, well, this is it. This is why this is why you're here. And of course, you're kind of diversifying a little bit now. So it's we can chat a little bit about that later. But next, we're going to go to a galaxy far, far away, mate, because he's the second from last one to come on, and we got the newbie coming on in just a mo. We're just going to wait for him to put his camera back on again. Then I know he can come in. Oh, he's there. He's there with his glasses on. Honestly, right over here at the moment in London, it's absolutely it's not raining. It's just a bit dreary at the moment, isn't it, mate?
It is a little bit miserable, to be fair.
It's not all that. I don't think we're gonna have a great weekend coming up, folks. But anyway, the weather held out as it had to, which is always good. And don't forget, send me your pictures. Oh, blimey, what was that? You can put me. Just send me a DM, folks, on Instagram, and I'll show you pictures of a little bit later. You know how it goes. But anyway, let's go to a galaxy far, far away. It is, of course, a brick galaxy. It is, of course, Jesse's brick galaxy. Hello, mate. How you doing? How you doing?
Yes.
You're looking very well.
I'm good. Yeah, it's been another week.
It's gone quick.
Lots of building and lots of shows to watch, and life is good.
Yeah, we had a She-Hulk as well. So have you caught up with your She-Hulk as well?
Oh, yeah, I watch She-Hulk religiously.
Yeah, no, I did as well. It's very light. I would say that, though. It's very light entertainment. Very light. Like, it's about as light as I can go.
The only thing that irritates me is it's not long enough. When you get to, like, the main point of the show, and it ends, and you're like, oh, not again. Like, this week would have been brilliant if they had have added a bit on. Another half hour.
Yeah, no, I agree. Another half hour. Blind. I'm not joking, Si. I never watch credits. I just watch credits just as kind of so at least I can finish off my sandwich that I'm eating. Normally, that's the thing. You can. I mean, I like to eat a lot of food. I mean, my stomach will definitely convey that. Albeit, I'm going to the gym tomorrow. But the thing is, right? You can actually eat snacks and watch that show before you've actually finished the snack. I've never had that before. But I am enjoying it though. I am enjoying it. It's so light. It's like a feather. It really is.
Yeah.
Brickheads is saying, love the t-shirt, Jesse. Loves the t-shirt.
Other than Marvel, I'm definitely watching the House of the Dragon, and Ring of Power was
Oh, dude,
excellent today.
I've not seen it yet. I've not seen those ones yet.
Today was good. It was like a movie, like saga. It was great.
Wow. And have you seen Rogue One this week? Have you seen Andor?
The prequel to the prequel
to the prequel
to Rogue One. Yeah. Andor had 3 episodes, which was like the opposite, almost too much all at once.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
Do you?
I couldn't watch it.
Yeah. Well, they're meant to be every 3 shows.
Each
is meant to be an
episode,
arc.
they and not to spoil anything, but there's like new characters, new planets.
Yeah.
And it's like, boom, here's a new planet, here's another episode, another new planet, and so you have to probably just pace yourself.
Yeah. This is true.
To be fair,
Otherwise,
people
I would say
hated that Boba Fett and Mandalorian was all like on desert planets and Tatooine again. It was like, what? There's a huge galaxy and we're back on Tatooine. So
yeah, I know that's the thing, and the volume's hardly used. But anyway,
you can't win because on this one they'll probably say, "Where's the Empire? Who are these new guys?" You know,
like, episode 4.
They have
episode 4. The Empire's
Rent-A-Cop. Star. I guess they're called Primos. The Primos. I don't know.
I don't know, but they were interested as well. And did anyone notice? And I'm going to go to someone who's just joined in actually in the background. So I'm not even going to quite get to the newbie yet. Did anyone notice? Everyone that was acting, all the leads were American. Everyone else was either English or Scottish.
I know. I've
never seen a program with so many Scots in it. Like, it's like, what's going on? Is there a planet Scotland or something out there? You know what I mean? I was expecting like the engineer from Star Trek to come out and say, "You can't take any more, Andor." You know what I mean? Anyway,
his mum's Irish though, isn't she? She had an Irish accent.
Yes, Mothma is Irish.
His mum.
Yeah, I think she's Irish. I don't know. I know she's.
She has an Irish accent anyway.
Yeah, but yeah, Mothma, the actress that plays her, she's very Irish. I listened to her the other day, and I was like, blimey, she's proper from Ireland, which is great. Just remember, folks, if you watch back the original Star Wars, A New Hope, pretty much most of the people in that were English as well. So anyway, what was I watching the other day? It was very English. Oh yeah, Harry Potter. I watched episode 3 of that the other day. It's like everyone's English in this. It's weird. Where's the diversity back in them days? But anyway, let's get someone else on very quickly before we go to the newbie. Someone who's just actually materialized. He's wearing a Star Wars t-shirt. He's looking very manly, actually, very dapper. Let's bring him on. He's already got like that. Anyway, let's bring him on, shall we? He's the beautiful, the slightly furry around the face. BrickStagePass. Hello, BrickStagePass.
Hello.
How you doing?
Oh, mate.
So you're looking manly as opposed to looking womanly every other week.
Yes,
this is it.
That's excellent.
Yeah. That's it. How you doing, Craigster?
A bit rough, but I'll be all right.
Okay.
Andor's filmed in London. That's why it's full of English actors.
Is he really? I had no idea.
Yeah, filmed in London.
Oh, okay.
And the connection between the woman that you said was Irish is the fact she was also in Harry Potter as well.
Yes, she is. She's Harry Potter's stepmom.
Auntie.
Oh, auntie.
Yeah.
I tell you what, right? I mean,
yes, I knew I recognised her.
Oh yeah, that's her. She was also in Killing Eve.
Killing Eve, yeah, that's where I recognized her.
Yeah, I love Killing Eve. Well, I did kind of like Killing Eve. That just went off the rails for me. That did a bit. I mean, I like Profound, but blimey, that was being profound on profound on profound, and a bit more. But anyway, let's. So anyway, Craigster, good to have you on. Good to have you here. Blimey, I thought I was only inviting about 6 people on tonight. It ended up being 8, which is amazing. Nice and even. For a side. But anyway, how can I describe this guy? Well, this guy at the moment, folks, he's a good looking guy. He's a good looking guy. I only get good looking people on here. I don't know if you noticed that. It is a thing. It's a prerequisite. It really is. Baz, don't shake your head. Come on, you got to go with it, Baz. Baz, what are you drinking? You drinking Tizer?
No, it's I think it's an Italian drink.
Oh yeah, it's San Pellegrino.
Italian,
yeah.
Blimey. Where'd you get that? Free with a kebab or something?
No, I got this from Iceland, I think. I like the orange one, but they only had the lemon, but it's quite refreshing.
Oh, it's
you
nice.
had to peel the foil off the top, didn't you, as well? It's real posh.
Yeah, you get the foil on the top. Yeah, it's proper posh. And he do posh.
And he does posh. There we go. He loves his Spice Girls. He really does. Anyway, where did I get to with this bloke? Oh, yeah, that's it. He's good looking. He's got sunglasses on, so I don't know if he's a bit of a diva. But anyway, maybe he had a rough night. Maybe he's trying not to be seen or be discovered. But anyway, folks, he is One of the gang from I've got to ask them a certain question about their name as well. From the very well known collection of bods called A Couple of Brickheads. For the first time, folks, on here ever is, of course, Sean the Right Way. Hello, mate.
Hey, happy to be here. What's happening?
Oh, he sounds very nice as well. He really does. Let me get
these can come off now. No, it's just when we start our streams, we do this crazy intro and we bop our heads and we have the glasses on, so it's just kind of part of my getting in the zone thing. Plus, daylight, screen is bright as hell. Did have a late night. Did do a stream last night. So
that's what it's all about, mate. That's what it's all about. It's the thing. You can. I mean, I've certainly done it with Si loads of times. I've done it with Craig like bundles of times. I've even done it with Bazza actually. We stream for hours because you just don't burn any energy.
No, when the conversation's going well and you have a good guest on or good topics and everyone's feeling it, you just kind of let it rip. But then you start looking, and for us, we end at sometimes 1-2 a.m. and that's on Pacific Coast time, so it's even later for our East Coast guests. And the feedback is, had a great time, can't do that again anytime soon. I'm like, well, that's not good.
You've either, as you get older, folks, you've either got the kids are about to get up, or you're just about to see the sun popping over the mountains, if you got mountains.
Upsetting the missus, as you would say, is A1 on that list a lot of times as well.
Oh yeah, definitely, mate. That's why I'm down in the cabin down here, because I can be as loud as I want, and this is not going to be like, I want to go to bed or anything like that. You know what I mean?
But I really appreciate. I was gonna say, really appreciate the invite. Been a fan a long time. Love your energy. Love your guests. Thanks for having me on. Happy to be here.
All right. Well, anyway, that was lovely to see you, Sean. Thanks for coming, and I'll see you next time soon.
Peace.
Have a nice day. So anyway, you know what? You're new on here. One thing I've been gagging to ask you. We're gonna find out a little bit about you as well. I want to know. Why do you spell Brickheads with an S and not a Z? What's all that about?
I think it's complicated. Well, for one reason, Lego has the market cornered on the Z, right? So that's Brickheads with a Z. So we didn't want any confusion there.
Oh yeah.
And I don't want to be too blue on your podcast here, but when we were thinking of the name of the show, we didn't take long to come up with it. We're like, why don't we just call each other a couple of Brickheads, which could be something else. And so that's how that was spelt. And like, I don't know, like it was the world's fastest come up with a name thing ever that I've ever been involved with at any project, personally or professionally. Brent's like, love it, print it, let's go, let's get the first stream up, And so in hindsight, you were asking about the name. Yeah, it's funny. Now we have 4 regular cast members. Is that a couple? No.
No. It was a couple, isn't it?
But it's a conversation point at this point. And I just didn't want to get I didn't want to get too stressed out about the name. I feel like you make the name and like it is what it is, But that's why we have the S to answer that question is Brickheads with a Z is like Lego. So if people for either search or if anybody wanted to we're nobody, but if anyone wanted to come at us for anything, maybe that's not going to be an issue.
Yeah. And that's
the other thing is speaker heads is a thing. Like there's a lot of heads out there, audio heads, audio file. I don't know. We just were like Brickheads. I don't know.
No, I like it. I think it's a good name, like talking heads and things like that. Actually, I'm a big fan. Do you actually collect Brickheads by any chance?
Yeah, I do. I with a lot of my collection, I really have to streamline. Like I'm not going all in on it. I do have all but 1 or 2 of the Disney and then quite a few Star Wars, but I'm kind of like limiting myself there. Otherwise, it'll just spiral.
Limiting yourself. Get over it. You don't have to fool us. We're not your wife.
Yeah, exactly. No, I try to set collecting rules, I think, as we all maybe attempt to do, but then you're, kid in a candy store, literally, and just like, oh, what's that over there? Oh, all right, let me make an exception on this Wile E. Coyote brickhead. It's breaking my rules, but it's so cool looking, that stuff happens. So
yeah, it's special. I like that.
It's on sale. I gotta break the rule.
Well, this
right,
is
or I need to spend the 10 to get to the VIP gift.
Exactly. Yeah, that's it. That's why I get key rings for that sort of thing. I really do.
Yeah, spend 20 for a key ring, right?
Exactly. Yeah, you spend 50 quid on a key ring,
but it's Beskar.
$10.
Yeah.
So it's the way it is sometimes. It really is. And the reason I asked that is because I actually work for an American firm with a massive English arm of it. But the thing is, though, and my American cousins, and bearing in mind most of my family is American, actually, by the way, they put Zs or Zs in where we put S's. So I just found it peculiar. I was like, when I first came across it, I was like, oh, I wonder if they're English. And then, of course, when I started watching it, I was like, no, they're definitely American, which is a nice thing.
No, we're just putting on accents for 3 hours a night. We are actually British. I'm actually next door to you right now.
Hot dog. I love it. Good stuff. So anyway, I know, Sean, lovely to see you. At this point in the show, I always go around asking people how their week's been, what they've been up to Lego-wise. So you might as well, you're the first man in bat. Tell us what you've been up to, my friend, this week.
This week's been a busy sort of work week, but I did get some pickups in that I've been waiting a long time for. And maybe you know where I'm going with this, but my BrickLink program sets finally came in from Wave 2. So I got the Lego store, which I'm super stoked about. I knew that one would be a winner and everybody would have deep regret if they didn't get it.
Oh yeah.
And then the other one, I'm on the fence on as far as like, will I rip it open and build it, keep it? Not sure what I'm doing there, but the bowling alley, I really like it. It's just, I don't know where it would. Yeah. I think it's
bowling
great.
alley. That just doesn't look anything as good as that, which is the Lego
it doesn't
store.
And it was like $50 more, you know what I mean? So like I'm glad I have them, but like I was stoked about that. And then I guess the other thing, so nothing really built this week. It's just been one of those weeks. And I think I told you that, you know, backstage I had a lot going on. The other pickup was the Galaxy Explorer. Walmart out of nowhere just made it for $75, which here in the States is $25 off.
25% off.
Yeah, I didn't have it, so I was just like, boom, done. So dude, expensive week this week, but I ordered that other stuff in November, so not really.
I built it last week, and
well, I lied to myself anyway.
I honestly, dude, I built it last week. I built it with Craig last week. Actually, I built it all but the engine. I thought I had a piece missing.
The Lego store.
Yeah. Oh, no. The Galaxy Explorer.
Oh, gotcha.
It's an amazing set. Loved it to bits. I really did. When I was building it, I was like, blimey, this thing's going to be very fragile, but actually it turned out to be all right.
Yeah, I think that set should make like Lego Star Wars fans like a little bit miffed. I mean, because the quality on that and the experience and everything is just fantastic, you know, like, especially at that price point, especially at 75. Gotta love that.
This is the thing. Yeah, we've got Sven's Brick says, $75 was a low blow for all of us who bought it 100. Yeah, dude, honestly, I'm just throwing it out there, folks, right? But I'm not joking, but ever since Lego said they're putting the prices up, I've seen the best discounts ever. Like, I got Sanctum Sanctorum down there. I got that at around £70 off. Before it came out, it was a week before it even came out. I got it for that. So,
yeah, I sense these discounts will happen, but it's happening a lot faster than I thought. I think this Q4 is going to be bonkers with the discounts. I really do. Yeah.
And I've said it before, right? Lego will not make 1.5 billion again for quite some time because of the state of the world at the moment. It's just the way it is.
That too.
Really. They won't. They'll be lucky if they crack $1 billion. I'll tell you. Anyway, talking of billions, someone who's got billions of bricks is of course Jesse's Brick Galaxy. He's talking about me. Jesse, what have you been up to this week? Have you been mocking anything by any chance?
Yeah, well, you can call the there's MOCs and sets, and
don't be modest.
Adapted sets.
Adapted sets. Customized, can we call it? I don't know.
Yeah. So I have the Sanctum.
Oh, hello. That's bigger than my one.
I made all 4 corners and all the sides bricked in.
So something out of the madness of multiverse or whatever they call it.
You don't have that cutout play feature anymore.
Yeah.
That looks way better.
And it's still modular.
The size of it. You could put that on as a hat.
Wow, it's big, isn't it?
Staircase.
That's so cool.
It's ginormous.
So new and improved Sanctum is what I've been working on for a couple of BrickLink orders, I guess.
Nice, dude. Honestly, so can you like? Oh, mind that bit going on there. It does look amazing. It really does. How many? I mean, I don't even know where to start with the questions, but I mean, that has to be about 5,000 pieces, isn't it?
Probably. The set was over 2,000, so it's like putting 2 sets together because they gave you 2 sides, but they didn't give you the other 2 sides. They had some play features. So I had to do some clever things in the corner here because they don't have these wedges go in both directions in sand green yet.
Yeah. I love the sand green.
Yeah. But added some windows and made it like more, I think, more playable on the inside as far as that staircase.
Quite frankly, Jesse, if I was only 4 bricks high, I definitely want to move into that place. I'll tell you, it's lovely. It really is. Good work, my friend. Honestly, it's amazing. It really is. Talking of amazing, we've got Brickseed out there as well. Hello, Brickseed. Good to see you, mate. And we've got Lando out there. Lando, I haven't seen you for ages. Good to see you. I've got some dating site that's best adult dating site, apparently, folks. You probably can't see it there. Thank you, moderators. But you always know you're doing something right because it gets spammed. But anyway, good stuff. Jesse, it's amazing. Maybe we'll come back to that again a little bit later. But dude, honestly, it's cracker. It's a cracker.
Yeah.
Talking to crackers, Mr. O'Connor. How the devil are you?
Yeah, I was just writing something funny in the chat. Yeah, so in that dating site, it's Greg's new collaboration. So use promo London LBB1 and
yeah, it's LBB Lego _ have a good time, and you'll get 10% discount off if you're lucky. So, Mr. O'Connor, you always like a good time.
I do.
Flirty minks you. How you been anyway? Are you good? You well? You look good.
I'm hiding a head cold. I've a really bad head cold or something. So my voice is going, but I'm fine other than that. Like Lorraine had it and gave it to me. She's very generous that way. Passes her germs on. Other than that, great. Yeah, good week. As Jesse was saying, so many things to watch. It's like, as we said before, the golden age of TV. I've caught up on everything except for I've kept the Game of Thrones show till later. I'm going to watch that in one big 10-hour spectacular next week, I think. Nice. But just a good week. Nothing special. I finally have nearly all of my Muppets. I've neglected my minifigure collecting. So and then the advent calendars, we're getting those next week as well.
Oh, dude! I bought one today. Actually, a minifigure. I don't ask me why. I really don't know why I even did this, but I did it. A spare of the moment thing. I went to the London Brick Festival last week for all of about 90 minutes, and whilst I was there was someone selling a collection of Stranger Things, the minifigures, and I thought, I'll buy them. Quite expensive, especially the dusting one is particularly expensive. Yeah. And then I realized I was like, actually, I need to get the Demigorgon, and my God, he's an expensive minifigure. He is. Yeah. It really is. Now I managed to buy it today off a guy in Canada, albeit it's Bricklink store. It's Bricklink store goes by the name of Binbrook Bricks, and curiously is an Englishman in Canada. Offered me a nice little bit of discount for the shipping and stuff like that. So there you go. I thought I'd give him a shout out, but I'll give him another shout out once I get it. But yeah, I thought it was really, really cool. And the nice thing was, he goes, yeah, I've heard of your channel. I don't know if he was trying to butter me up or something like that. But it was just really nice. So, but it was just nice to have someone who's actually speaking to someone who's English in another country as well. I thought, that's quite special.
It's good that he didn't jack the price up like the last jerk. Remember him? He would, literally price when he was watching the stream
live. Yeah, like we was live, and they put the prices up. But I tell you what, I did get as well this week. I got another minifigure as well. I got another one. I managed to finally get the zombie Captain America.
Oh, good.
Dude, I've been waiting for ages for that. Honestly, can't get him for love nor money. But anyway, I got him at the London Brick Festival last week. I got a couple of other little bits and pieces as well from that, including a Dimensions set, but I'll show you that another time. Anyway, does anyone else collect Dimensions on here by any chance, actually? Because I kind of got me into it. Do you?
Yeah.
I
still play Dimensions.
Do you? Is it still functioning? It's still working?
Yeah.
No, I had no idea. I didn't think it would. Sean, I think, has only been into Lego for the last sort of 3 years. Sean, have you kind of gone down the dimensional gate thing?
To Lego Dimensions? No, I haven't. I mean, I'm aware of what it is and some of the great stuff there, but I haven't. No, I've been trying to stop going into retired stuff because I started at at 39 years old. I never even touched a brick until then. And so it opened up this veritable floodgate of everything and anything that I'd be interested in. And so I've just been putting rails on, like, stop buying retired stuff if it's good enough to re-release it kind of thing.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean I don't partake. I just got the OG Jabba's Palace, because I had to have that. Because the new one, it didn't look right. But and I'm not a mocker, first and foremost. Much respect to all of you that are.
Yeah.
I'm just not. And I would say yet. I think I want to get into it, but job, 2 kids, yada yada yada. Just don't have the bandwidth for it.
It's a time thing, dude. It is. Bazza's getting into mocking. Craig's into mocking. Like big time. And of course, you've got Jesse over here. Any old excuse he's got, he likes to get his Sanctum Sanctorum out.
I keep talking about these collector's rules, but I break them all.
Lego doesn't do a set, then I can make it.
We don't have rules though. That's the thing. We really don't.
I try rails maybe.
Yeah, this is true. I tell you, we got BrickStaps out. He was just giving me a lovely $9.99. Says worker lurker, £9.99 American dollars. I don't know why I said pounds then. It's because he's English as well, and he's in America. Greg to ask Jean to show her later gator shit if she hasn't already.
That's the mock that I made for Friendship Timber, the challenge on Instagram.
All right, hold that thought there, because you can show us it as we get to you. So we've got the young kids on here now. So this is it. You got to put him right. He's English like me. He's a geezer. What can I say? Anyway, talking to he's a little geezer. Let's bring the little geezer up here with the little Naomi. How you doing, little uns? How you doing? Looking very well. Naomi.
Tonight.
Hi.
Oh. They're giggly. So, how are you two young little uns doing? You okay?
Good. Yeah. Good.
Oh, you look very well. I'm liking that. Has school been since you both have gone back recently?
Good. Good.
Oh, good. Okay, that's good. That's good.
Oh, you love school, don't you?
Who's got? Is anyone got a favourite subject? Mine was. You like maths?
What? Because definitely your mother's daughter.
What's your favorite subject?
Maths.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh God.
Do you know what my favorite subject was, no lag?
What?
Break time.
Yeah, or going home time.
Recess.
It's like my favorite shift now, rest day.
Very cool. Very cool. And Naomi loves playing with that mic.
It's good to see. We didn't see Naomi last week. Sure, we didn't.
No,
I wasn't on for last week. Say hi, Naomi.
Hi, Naomi. Hi.
I don't know. Oh, so no leg. What t-shirt are you wearing today? You got anything special on?
Spider-Man.
All right, well, show us your Spider-Man then. Come on, we want to see a bit of Spidey. Oh, there we go.
I like that one.
Oh yeah, that's
a special suit, isn't it?
Well, Spider-Man, and it's an Iron Spider, actually, is it?
Yeah.
Iron Spider suit, yeah.
Didn't couple onto that.
Very cool. Very cool. I like it. I do like a young gentleman who dresses well. It's very cool. It really is. So yeah. So you guys got any plans for the weekends, little ones?
Have we?
No.
Okay.
No, neither.
Oh, that sounds boring, doesn't it?
Homework. You've got homework to do.
No, I
Homework
do
in the
not.
weekend. Nullik has a day of Fortnite tomorrow, I think. Is that what you're planning? Yeah, that's his schedule for tomorrow.
Oh, man. I wish I had those days.
I'll play Roblox tomorrow. Yeah.
You'll be playing Roblox tomorrow.
Okay, say quick hello to everybody. Okay, so first of all, say hello to Stusidius. Stusidius. And on the panel, say hi to you. Said hi to Greg. Say hi to Greg again.
Hi, Greg.
Hey.
He's chewing his tongue or something. I don't know. Say hi to Naomi.
I know.
And Craig.
Hi, Craig.
And Barry.
Hi, Barry.
And the Brick Bods.
Hey.
And
Ian. Ian, yeah, of course. Jean. Newish friend. We met her before. And you know Jesse. You saw Jesse before.
Yeah.
And this is Sean. See, now he might explain why he did that his name that way. I know because I'm Irish. That's Sean.
Hi, Sean.
He's on mute, so we'll just guess he's saying hello, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, hey, hi. Sorry, I was on mute. How you doing? And you're right. It's Sean the right way. It's the Irish way. It's the right way to
Yes,
be.
we love that. And this is Nullig. That's the Irish for Christmas. He was supposed to be a Christmas baby, but came a little bit early.
Hey, Christmas comes early. Nobody's upset about that.
Nobody's exactly. So say goodbye to everyone. Oh,
And
say
this
hi
is
to Mark. Nice.
Naomi, which is Irish for pain in the ass.
Oh, poor Naomi.
Oh, Naomi, that's not nice, is it?
That's awesome.
I've been moving
Play with his mic. All
Say
right, bye,
goodbye.
no lag.
Let them say goodbye back to you as well.
Bye.
Smell you later.
Bye, no lag.
What he said.
Smell you later.
See you later.
These adult sites really love these live streams. I tell you.
Yeah, Greg's collab.
It is. That's it, folks. Cool. That's a good one. It's something or other. It's a certain number. Mega.com. Love it.
Mega
today.
Right, where was we? Here we go. So where did I get to then? I got to Sai. We spoke about his week. It's full of head cold. He keeps giving it to his wife. His wife keeps giving it back to him. Transmitted in some strange, probable way. So where we got? We've got Brick Bods, Ian, and Carrie. The chicken ears.
Chicken ears? Do chickens have ears?
The chickens have ears.
Yeah, they have
hen's teeth.
Yeah,
they don't
chickens.
have teeth.
They hear you when you're coming along.
Are a thing. So when chicks are born, they're born with a single tooth to help them chip their way out of the egg.
You sure it's not a rabbit?
And then the vast majority lose the tooth, but some will manage to keep the tooth until they become an actual hen. And so that's why it's as rare as hen's teeth, because you can get them, they're just extremely rare.
I don't believe that. Bazza, can you confirm or deny?
I can confirm, and it's the same with some reptiles like snakes as well. Yeah, exact same
Snakes
thing.
get teeth. Well, I suppose they've got fangs, haven't they? So
It's called an egg tooth, and what it does is it allows them to actually crawl out of the egg itself. Yeah, so it is correct.
I have one of them at Easter.
Yeah. What about a pigeon's lip? Is that true? Do pigeons have lips?
I've never seen a pigeon.
Don't know.
I don't know about that one.
Yeah, and cows that have curtains either. So
cows and curtains. Well, they might. So, Ian, the sort of stuff that Ian does, blimey, that he knows. Is there nothing that Ian doesn't know, Carrie?
It doesn't seem to be, no.
It does. I do get that impression from him, I have to say.
I think what he does is, even if he doesn't know, he just says it as if he knows it, and then you just believe him. So.
Yeah, with confidence, yeah.
He says it in that sort of Lib Dem politician kind of sense, doesn't he? You kind of think, oh, he must be talking the truth. So anyway, so how have you two been anyway? What have you been up to? I mean, you were demolishing a Lego set last week, I think it was, the Taj Mahal. What have you been up to since then?
There's not much left.
Oh, God, what's the matter with you? Why is it taking you so long? Hold it up.
It's a very big set. I mean, I'm not sure I can hold it up now.
Hold it
it's just
up.
gone apart quite considerably.
Oh, you can put that on as well.
See?
Okay.
It was like 3,000 pieces, wasn't it? Or maybe more.
Was...
No, this is the fifth biggest set or something. It's 5,000 pieces, I think.
Yeah.
It's large.
Yeah.
It's very large.
It's very large, isn't it? It's massive. It really is. So you're demolishing. Are you actually building anything tonight, Ian? As he takes a swig of his cherry cola.
No, we're both demolishing.
Literally, yeah. We've got this, and then we've got a pirate ship to demolish afterwards. I'll show the pirate ship.
Oh, okay. Oh, the pirate ship. I thought you said the partnership then. I was like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, we're going to demolish the partnership.
Why are you demolishing that? It's a great set.
We want to rebuild it with one of the alternate builds.
Yeah, we've already got Pirates of Barracuda Bay. We don't need that many pirate ships.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. All right. I like it. Anyway, I've got to go back to something. I just remembered. Good old BrickStaps, who's out there. That's a nice picture. I like that. I'd normally say that was too much green, but that is actually a very nice portrait. I like that. Professionally done. My good friend, thank you so much for the awesome super chat. Super snaps for that super chat. This is for you. And a little bit of Star Wars.
Detach cable! Cable detached!
Hey, thank you so much for that. I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much, my friend. Where should we go? But we've got a lot of dating sites out there today. Stud Sidious, he says kickball was basically baseball, but the pitcher rolls the ball and the person at the plate kicks it. Also popular here. Well, that sounds like a very good way of pulling your hamstring, if you ask me. It really does. Now then, talking about pulling hamstrings and this and that, Bazza. Sir Bazza of Portcullis. Doesn't exactly roll off the tongue, but what have you been up to, my friend? What is going on in the wibbly wobbly world of Bazza?
Done a couple of builds this week. Built this one, which we've all been talking about.
Oh, hello.
So, yeah, built my one of these, which is probably become one of my favourite sets that I've ever built, to be honest with you. It's very special. It's an absolutely beautiful set. And I'm definitely going to buy a couple more, actually, so I can build the smaller ones.
Yeah. It's
so,
really
yeah.
Cool. It's did you have a particular part of it that you enjoyed building the most when you was doing it?
Yeah, I'd probably say the back, actually. I quite enjoyed the little room at the back, you know, like the little
the commander room and that.
Yeah, the little command center. There's so many prints in it, and I like the little beds and all that. It's so cool. And you know, as someone who had a lot of classic sets as a kid, mainly Castle and a few Pirates, I didn't have many space ones. I only had the small sets you used to be able to buy, like the Dart one and the Space Hopper and stuff like that. The really small sets. So something this big in space for me is quite special to have. So yeah, I was well pleased making that. Felt like a little kid again.
It's a bit like a Star Destroyer when you're building it. You sort of think, this is going to be some sort of strange Venator class thing. I bought
I get what you guys are saying.
Baz, on the back of that, I bought this set this week. I bought a few of them, but I just saw it there.
I've got a couple of them, as well, because I want to collect the little spacemen to put in a little frame or something.
Yeah.
So
good, Benny. Like a bit of Benny. I love the set. I really did. I'm going to be honest with you, folks. I don't know why. There's some symbiotic thing that happens to me every time I look at a red spaceman. They've got one up here, actually. Can I hear you? Oh, there we go. Look, these little things here. I don't know what it is. It's just something about it. It makes me just get all emotional. It really does.
I like that. Red's my favourite colour, spaceman, as well.
It is. It really is. There is something about it. I had them when I was a kid, and I used to use them like the Rocketeer. Do you remember the black and white Rocketeer program that used to come on a Saturday?
I do, yeah.
Yeah, and I used to play with it like that, and I used to love it, honestly. And it just makes me a bit emotional. So there you go, really. There's a little bit of insight for you. What else you been up to, Baz?
Just not really too much. Like I said, I've been building stuff. I've built a couple of Brickheads as well, Star Wars Brickheads, and that's it really. Not too much in the world of Mr. Cullis this week. Been doing a lot,
mate. You built a lot more than I have, anyway.
Well, I've been looking into my other hobbies and that. You might have seen I posted a few trains up that I bought recently as well. So yeah, just getting back into trains and that again.
Yeah, I saw as well Hornby. Am I right in saying it's Hornby stuff, isn't it?
Yeah, 00 gauge, yeah.
That's it, 00 gauge. I've actually got a Smoky Joe. He must be like over 30 years old.
Yeah, been around a long time. I was going to get a standard Smoky Joe, but I ended up getting the commemorative one for not much more than what the standard one is, and it's got a lot more detail to it. So yeah, well pleased with that.
Yeah. So, what did you? What do you think of this Elizabeth? Is it? I was going to call it Elizabethan then, but that would be quite wrong. There was a sort of mauve purple one that's come out.
Yeah, the engine's a green engine. It got repainted purple just for 1 year for the Jubilee, and then it was going to be repainted back. But yeah, they bought it out as a special edition, limited edition Hornby set, and it's sold so quickly, and it was really expensive, like over £400.
400. Okay. We're all saying, like, things like I think we can all agree on, right? Hogwarts Express is a bit on the expensive side. It really is. But it's a lot of Lego bricks. How much is a normal sort of, how much would a 00 train cost? Like, like a Hogwarts Express.
A set or train on its own?
Train on its own. Train on its own from Hornby.
If you get like a Terrier, two different types of Hornby. You know, there's loads of different brands. You've got Bachmann, Beepole. You've got all different. But if you stick to Hornby, you've got two different types. You've got the railroads, which are the cheaper versions, which has got less detail, not as much die cast in it, so they're not as heavy, they're not as powerful, but they work just as well. And you're looking at around £50. You know, sub £50, and then the ones above that, which have got more detail, are the real sort of real decent ones. You know, that are meant to last, so to speak, with a lot more components in them and better mechanics. And you know, they can go upwards up to £500, £600, depending on what engine you're getting.
Wow, I didn't know that there was like a classification of Hornby sets, dude. I had no idea.
Yeah,
I have to go
I'm learning it myself. Yeah, I mean, I'm just getting back into it, so I'm all learning it myself anyway. So
okay, that's cool. And have you got like some track set up and stuff like that?
Not at the moment. No, I'm going to be ordering that bit at a time. I'm in no rush. I'm going to start a little 00 gauge, 009 or an N gauge, which is half the size of the Hornby sets, like really quite small. Set one up in the room. Yeah, because I haven't got much room to set up a 00 gauge one at the moment. But I'm just collecting those, so when I do have the room to do so.
Yeah, sweet man, sweet. Okay, we'll tap in and out of that one, mate. Because we're going to be talking about because there's a Lego have come out of a trolley, or as we like to call it, or as Carrie used to call it back in the days when she lived in Croydon.
Tram.
A tram, yeah, a tram.
Yeah, it's just up the road from me as well.
Is it? Can you get to Lewisham around that sort of area on a tram?
No. The nearest station to me is Beckenham, which is even closer than Lewisham. So it's not that far from me. I used to use it all the time.
Did you? I've never been on one. I'm gonna have to go there. I'm gonna just have to go there and try it. I went to Manchester, and they got trams up there as well. I nearly got hit by one as well, but that's another story altogether. But yeah, no, all right, Baz, we'll chat about that. But anyway, Gene, finally, we get to the Genie, the Jeans version. Gene, you actually look like you're building something, or you working from home. What's going on?
I did take the afternoon off work, but I've started building my Harry Potter, just like stuff for my backlog. My Brickheads.
Ooh, hello, let's have a look. There he is.
This Nagini is so cute. It's not done yet. So Harry Potter Brickheads. Voldemort looks frightening.
In London, Leicester Square, they've got the big statues of those. They're really good. They are.
Yes.
I do like collecting those Brickheads. I'm a fan. Have I got any here? He says he's a fan, and he ain't got any. Oh, there we go. There we go. There's Marty McFly. I built that with Bazza.
Did? Yeah.
Bazza, do you know what, Bazza? That's one of my favourite streams that was this year.
Yeah, I enjoyed that. Very good.
It was the prequel to the DeLorean. This one I do like, but it's ugly as sin. It really is. I mean, look.
That looks pretty cool.
It's meant to be ugly, though.
But it's ugly. It's like... It's like a kebab gone wrong.
I mean, he is ugly.
He's pretty ugly.
What is it, Greg?
Yeah, you wouldn't want to wake up next to him in the morning. So yeah. So
what was that Brickhead? Which Brickhead was that, Greg?
That was
Demi Gordon.
Demi Gordon. Yeah.
Demi Gordon.
Yeah.
No, not Gordon.
That's
Demi
what you keep saying.
Gordon. Gordon. I used to call it Demi Gordon just to wind you up. Demi Gordon. He's related to Gordon Bennett. He really is. But yeah, Demi Gordon, I think sounds quite nice. But anyway, Jane, where was we? Oh yeah, so you're building
Brickheads, yeah.
Harry Potter is not very Star Wars, if you don't mind me saying. What's going on? You're diversifying.
I have a one. So this entire room is like a Star Wars room, but I have one shelf out in the upstairs living room that's Harry Potter stuff. So
yeah, Sean, this is how it starts. This is how it starts.
Well, it's full of Funko Pops right now.
Oh no, I'm all over the place. I'm saying I try to streamline. I don't.
Yeah,
I did free up 2 shelves in the Harry Potter shelf for Harry Potter Legos.
So to illustrate my dedication of attempting to streamline this hobby as much as I can, I refuse to watch Harry Potter. I know what's gonna happen. I've seen the first one like 3 times and I loved it, and I'm like, I'll do it eventually, right? But like, I don't want to get into that world, the wizarding world. No way.
Dude, honestly, I watched episode 3 last week for the first time, and I loved it. I loved it. I really did. Again, quite different to episodes 1 and 2. I've got all of them to watch. So I'm kind of watching them.
I think the third one is my favorite one.
Two I've tried to watch like 3 or 4 times. I can't make it past like the first hour. I don't know what it is. And everybody says, no, power through, it gets better. And I'm like, so I have kind of tried, but I'm like, I'm not putting in the real work to, watch the whole thing.
Yeah, no, 3's really good. The only thing I didn't get about 3, and I'm going to talk to Craig about this, is in 3. Actually, I might as well ask him now while he's here. In 3, Jane, you can help me with this as well, please. In episode 3, right, there's a scene where Harry's, and apologies if no one's seen it, but it's a 20-year-old film. So get over it.
Spoilers.
There's a scene where what's his face is on the floor. He's not looking too well. These Dementors keep coming in and sort of sucking all the goodness out of him.
Sirius Black.
Sirius Black, that's the one. The Dementors are kind of running around having their way with them, and then he thinks he sees his dad across the pond, right, or the lake, and but he thinks he sees his dad. I thought I saw a deer. So what's going on there, Craig? What's all that about?
What?
It's the Patronus.
A Patronus.
He sees the stag Patronus.
He sees
the same Patronus.
He sees
that
his
does.
own self, and he sees the Patronus.
So it's him, not his dad.
Yeah, I know.
And
I really like that, and that was kind of really well done. But why did he think he saw his dad when he saw the Patronus?
He could see through the stag and see somebody that looked like his dad. That's
I didn't spot that. I was just. But didn't he think to himself, why is there a deer there? Why is there a blue deer there? What's going on? Like
at the time, he didn't realize that he could conjure such a powerful Patronus.
Oh, okay.
So he didn't have the happy memory. He didn't have the happy memory until he got to that point later on.
I don't get it. I'm gonna have to listen to an audio version of it or something like that.
You need to read the book.
Yeah, I know. That's what I really need to do. Jean, would you recommend the book?
Oh yeah, I loved the books. I read them as a kid.
Did you? Oh, I never did.
I grew up with them. I guess they came out when I was in elementary school or something.
Elementary. Oh, okay. Very good. Very good. I don't know what an elementary school is.
Junior.
It's when you're like
age 10 and age 5 through 10. Yeah.
Really? Oh, wow,
junior school.
Junior. That's what we call it. What do you call them, Si? You call them elementaries as well?
No, we call them primary school.
Primary.
Okay. Oh, Baz, we're obviously proper Londoners. They call them juniors.
It's a London thing, isn't it?
It's a London thing. It really is. Maybe it's because I'm a Londoner that King Aldendorf has given me £10. It says Greg must film himself. I'm a YouTuber. Must film himself by something from Greg's. Do you know what? I might even do that because I'll tell you why. Because in London, the Lego store, Leicester Square, there is a brand new Greg's that have opened opposite. It's the weirdest branding going. You've got the Lego store, you've got M&M's, and you've got Greg's the Bakers. I mean, how bizarre is that, Si? It really is.
Yeah.
But anyway,
I like that M&M store though.
It's been there years, isn't it? The M&M store.
Yeah, everyone just goes in there, buys M&M's, and do you know what I mean? It's a bit strange, but true. But they obviously do well because they've been there for like forever. They really have. Anyway, on that note, I think let's get, I think it's the occasion to get the old autopilot out, don't you?
Automatic pilot.
Automatic pilot. There it is.
Yeah, got to love a bit of autopilot, folks. You really have. If only they could drive cars like that, it'd be amazing, wouldn't it?
Yeah, a lot of people would bring their girlfriend, they blow her up and let her drive the car.
Yeah, I know something happened to them once, Si, and they gave her a love bite, flew out the window, and never saw her again.
That's why you should always bring a puncher repair kit if you bring your girlfriend.
Yeah. Anyway, Quixie says, "Got to go to the flagship." Yeah, I've got a limp in the arm. But anyway, says Brixie says, "Got to go to the flagship Greg store." That maybe is. Do you know what? I'm going to go in there tomorrow and ask them, "Are you the flagship Greg store?" Because I'm going to be in the West End tomorrow, folks, seeing Mary Poppins. And then I'll go back to the West End again next week to hopefully see a Lego Master. Anyway, watch this space. What else we've got going out there? We've got Minifig Who saying Snape's Patronus was a doll, or doe, sorry, I should say, after Lily Potter. Okay, Snape's.
That'll just confuse him. Why did he mention that?
I don't know what he's talking about.
Yeah.
It's just talking jibber jabbish to me. Stud Sidious says, anyway, they was laughing at me. Now I know what it's like when people start getting into Star Wars. Stud Sidious. He'd be like, what do you mean there's prequels? Stud Sidious is saying, I always thought he was seeing his mum's Patronus. Oh, hello. Let's see. Stag version to her. That sounds a bit wrong. Amberliah. She says, I cannot be getting back into Harry Potter. I am in too deep with Star Wars currently. Oh, it's a thing.
You get a removal cream for that.
Harry Potter. I think Harry Potter's quite cruel. Actually, some of it is like his family that he lives with when he's not kind of doing all these wizardy things. I think they're like, isn't that bordering on abuse, Craig? Or is that kind of,
just life?
It's just not. It's not.
I mean, he has the power to do something about it, I think, if he wanted to.
Oh, he can now. Yeah. I mean, in 3, he just made someone blow up, and they just,
Yeah.
It didn't. I don't think it ended well for him anyway. Anyway, talking of which, what have we got there? Brickscene say Automatic Pilot is one of the best movie moments ever. And I tell you what, Brickscene, there was a lot of very interesting scenes just before that and just after that as well. But I can't use them because I'm a family-friendly kind of guy. What can I say? We got Irish fan of Lego says, what do you people think about the new UCS Razor Crest? I've only seen a crappy picture of it, to be honest. Are we allowed to talk about sets that haven't yet officially been removed? Yeah, of course you can. You talk about anything you like. We just make it up if you want.
Yeah.
What can I say? Has anyone seen it? Gene, you're a well, I would have said Star Wars fan, or Harry Potter at the moment. But anyway, Gene, have you seen pictures of this Razor Crest? Anywhere?
I haven't seen anything other than that crappy picture you were talking about.
Yeah. It gets on my nerves, right? It's you have to go out of your way these days, folks, to do a rubbish photograph. How do they do this? I don't know.
I think it's strategic.
He is strategic, all right. Yeah, it's a pain in the backside. Si, what do you reckon? Any thoughts on it?
I really like it. I don't know which crappy post picture did you see? The one with the arrows pointing to different things
or display.
Yeah.
I
think it's a great looking ship. I definitely will get this one. It's so nice. Yeah.
I'm. The thing is, right, my beef with it is this. I don't think it's iconic enough. Right? It's been in a TV show. So what?
And blown up.
And blown up. It doesn't exist anymore. It's like.
Yeah. And I just want to see if it's going to be in the new series or not. But we're never going to know.
Well, he's looking for one, isn't he? Pelly's meant to be looking for one for him. Pelly Moto, she's meant to be looking for one, isn't she, for him?
Oh, is she? Yeah. So he's a Starfighter that he's
got. They just had to sell us another set in between, that's all.
Yeah.
He'll get it back.
Instead.
Yeah. We had to get an N1, so we got that. Let's go back to the crest and maybe do something a little different. Now you got a new version.
Yeah, we'll get Grogu as well. I mean, Grogu's never going to grow up, is he? He's 50 years old.
I did build that N1, N9, the one that he's in with the little
the N1,
Grogu.
Yeah. I've got that to build. It's just literally over there. I just can't get around to build it.
I built it, but I already took it apart, and then I used pieces of it for my first mock.
Oh, first mock, yeah. So, all right, that's a nice segue back to you on that one, Gene. So, show us your mock. Come on.
Okay, be gentle because it is my first one.
Oh, I've never even done one.
It's like Star Wars themed.
Oh, that's awesome!
Hey, I've seen that picture.
Friendship, I like it.
Yeah, I posted it last night. So, yeah, I used like Plo Koon's ship as a sort of base, but then I had to reshape a bunch of stuff in the center to fit the Friends mini doll and to fit. I wanted to have a snack hood that hides like snacks.
Nice.
I like it.
And
Minark, are you out there? You seeing what we're seeing here?
So I snuck. This is the piece that I stole from that N1, the Mandalorian and the Grogu section. So I just had to resize this to fit the mini doll and then to fit little Rocket Raccoon.
It's that geezer in it from Guardians of the Galaxy, isn't it?
I did name him Rocket, yeah. So this is supposed to be me, and this is Rocket. This is Werg the turtle, the navigator.
Oh,
I made a whole little story for them.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Nice.
A turtle in the front. Nice.
That is so cool.
It's funny. We were on our show talking about like mashups. I didn't even know this was already like a thing, and I was like, somebody needs to do like Jurassic Friends. You know, just have like the Jurassic sets like terrorizing the Friends sets. Yeah, like breaking through these pastel buildings.
I mean, Stu didn't Stu build the he built an AT-AT using Fabuland. It was a Fabuland AT-AT.
Oh yeah. Oh god, have I still got the video to that? I don't know. I might have deleted it.
Yeah,
Recently.
Emily's put dots all over hers. And
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
It's
in the
pretty
front.
Yeah, the dot sig that's a bit strange, but yeah, I quite like. I mean, it's a sig, isn't it? It's kind
interesting.
Of, yeah, is that I like. But the Fabuland one is amazing. It really is. You know what? I got to be honest though, it does make it pop. Like putting that on it, like as much as I thought, oh god, what's she done there? But then I thought, no, actually, it's actually why not? It's quite artistic, to be honest. I mean, people like Martin out there, he goes bodyboarding with it, and then he wonders why it ends up in the bottom of his swimming pool. But there we go. Things we do, to get views. Good on you, though, Martin. It does make me laugh every time he gets that one out. But yeah, Jean, honestly, that is so cool. It really is. Show it again. I want to see it again. Can you show us the undercarriage of it?
The undercarriage is quite weak, which I actually want to redo the bottom part of it. Little turtle keeps coming up, but it has like the 2 stands. So it's
not as good as Lego does, you know. I mean,
yeah.
I meant to have a front shorter stand, but it kept coming off. So yeah,
You gotta do a different color and get no gray at all.
I know. Yeah, I couldn't find this one specific piece. I think I stole that from the N1, and then these down here.
So how did you even start to come up with doing that? Did you just take the instructions from?
Oh my god! Well, so Martin and Aubrey are hosting this challenge, and they kept saying, "Just build a Star Wars thing and then repaint it." But I was like, "That's honestly not as easy as it sounds." Because I did that. I probably started 3 of those, and I was like, "This isn't happening." And so actually, Martin was kind enough to. He found out that I wanted to participate in the challenge, and he knows this is going to be my first mock. So he packed up a box, filled it with probably just stuff that's junk to him in his room, and sent it to me. And one of them was this Plo Koon ship. And I was like, did you really just send me Plo Koon's ship? That thing brand new in boxes worth like $200+. So I just kind of went from there, and I was like, that's actually the perfect size ship. And it had all these white plates that I would need that I didn't have.
Love it.
And then, like I said, I just had to refit the stuff in the middle. I didn't follow all the instructions, but I followed, I would say, the stuff for the base, and everything else. I stole this idea from the Mando ship, and just kind of.
It's a great way to get into mock building. Like,
use, 100%. I'm intrigued. I love it. I love Friends. I'm a big fan of Friends. In fact, do you know what, folks? At the moment, John Lewis are doing a deal. I don't know why I'm saying this because I'm not even sponsored by them, but there we go. They're doing a deal. If you spend £120, right, you get 30 quid off, which is 25%. I think it is anyway. So roughly anyway. And it is. And so I'm thinking of getting, there was a Lego Friends set that's out there. Oh God, do you know what I saw with it earlier on this week? It was Emily. It's the one with the hideout in the forest or something like that. I think it's called. Forest hideout.
The treehouse.
The treehouse. That's it. That's the tree.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm thinking all castle. Then I was just
yeah. I was like,
he didn't even get triggered. Then
I started to smile and I just left it.
I'm talking rubbish. But yeah, and Jean, honestly, I'm not joking. Right, I actually quite like mini dolls.
They're really cute.
I think. Well, I've never used that word personally, but
I'm with you up until that point. Like I would I would use some of it in my city, but I would not use the mini dolls. It's just
I'm gonna have a basically a prison area, and it's gonna be just for Friends mini dolls.
There you go.
That's gonna be my city.
Least likely prisoners. Yeah.
There we go. Get Amnesty International involved. That's what I say.
I will say, can I talk about something else I did this week? It was kind of an exciting week.
You talk about anything you want. This is what we're here for.
I love Rebels. That's my favorite Star Wars property, and the Ghost is obviously very expensive to obtain. So I
you went out and bought one.
I have a Ghost. Well, no, I sort of bought one. I actually already owned 37% of the pieces, so I brick linked the rest of the pieces. I'm still missing the front dome. Don't hate me. But yeah, I brick linked the rest of the pieces for $92. And I got a custom sticker sheet for $10 because the sticker sheet alone is $50, which no thank you.
What? Oh wow. I would have done the same thing.
Yeah, and what else did I get? Oh, well, I forgot this front dome, which actually this is the only set it was on, and it's specific to Rebels. So I ordered that for $20. And then the other very expensive piece is Zeb right here.
Yeah.
So I sent in an offer on eBay for $50 and they accepted it. So
really? That's a really good deal.
This is like $177.
That's really good. I paid £200 for that. I bought it from New Zealand as well. Honestly, amazing. Jean, you're honestly, it's amazing watching your skills develop. And stuff
I threw myself into Lego. It's been fun.
Yeah, do you know what? Right, I love the Ghost. I really am a big fan of the Ghost. The only thing I was slightly disappointed upon is the turret at the top. That's the reason I love that ship. But I was a bit disappointed with the build of it. I was a bit like,
this is kind of lame. It just like sits in here and
it's like one of those posh bins you get in a nice kitchen, right? With a couple of plungers on the front of it. Think of it like
I didn't like these parts. These kind of just sit in here with a lame stud. Like I feel like they're gonna fall out, and nothing holds the two clamps together.
Yeah.
I'm surprised it's not coming out now because usually I pull on it and it just comes right out.
Well, I tell you what, right? Build the UCS A wing, and you'll be amazed how those engines stay on. It's amazing. But the escape pods. I love the escape pods. You got honestly, folks, get an escape pod. You can't beat them. But yeah, it's amazing. But otherwise, give me a UCS version of that, please, Lego.
Yes. Oh my goodness, that will be my first set my first UCS set.
I'd rather have that than a Razor Crest.
Yeah, me too. Actually,
1000%.
Totally. Yeah. But I just don't think. Where have I gone? Oh, there I go. Sorry, Jay. I've got to put myself there. Otherwise, I lose myself. I get all my eyes go all over the place like some sort of lizard. Yeah. What do you reckon, BrickStagePass? I think it's too soon for the Razor Crest to come out. What do you lot out there think as well? But Craig, what do you reckon of the Razor Crest coming out as a UCS set?
I don't get it, but yeah, I'm sure people are going to love it. I've seen some leaked images and it looks really good. I'm not sure about the minifigure selection, mind you, but it's too expensive.
Can we talk about the minifigure selection and how much do we reckon it's going to cost?
I reckon it's going to be about $600, don't they?
$600, Jesus! I might get that this year. Then that's I got a four-legged thing to build at one point, hopefully for Christmas. But yeah, so what minifigures are the minifigures? Does anyone know what the minifigures are we're going to get?
Yeah, you get you get Mando, Grogu. It's a new Mando. Grogu is the same, but it comes with a pram. You get the Mithril, which is cool. And then you get Queel with a brick built blurg.
Yeah. That Mithril though should have had his head molded. He's just got one normal head, isn't he?
So we talked about, just small plug. We talked about it for painfully almost 45 minutes or so last night on a couple of Brickheads. So if you guys want to hear like an in-depth on that, check it out, like and sub, all that stuff. But where we netted out was this set came out because Disney is being sort of very heavy-handed in what they're telling Lego to make right now. And I think it's pretty obvious that it's all to support Disney Plus, or most of it is to support Disney Plus. So I think for those of us that are saying it's too soon, we got to keep in mind that through this partnership, I don't think Lego specifically said, we got to make a Razor Crest. I think it was sort of, directed to them by Disney, I suspect. And if you look at the evidence of all the sets coming out this year, Book of Boba Fett, supporting Obi-Wan show, etc., I think it's pretty clear what's happening there. The other takeaway was the price point. I don't like to do the price. I didn't want to be the price guy all the time, but like I've been pushed into it. The last 90 days has just been kind of outrageous. That Black Panther thing is hysterical. Nobody's gonna buy that.
Yeah,
this will sell Star Wars, but nobody asked for this. Nobody asked for it in that scale. I know the gunship for a lot of people. I think it's going to be pretty similar to the gunship, and it's like, another $200 over what that costs now.
I haven't even bought that. I've got nowhere to put it. I mean,
exactly, with a smaller wingspan, luckily, right? So maybe you could fit it a little better, but all of us drooling over it. Obviously, it's beautiful, it's well done. You take a look at even the blur-o-vision, we call it, imagery that leaked.
Can someone send me a picture? Anyone out there, send me a picture.
Yeah, somebody can post it. But even the blurry picture, Sai, you mentioned, I mean, just taking a look at it, it's gorgeous. It's I mean, one of the better sets you're going to see this year, especially if you're into Lego Star Wars. But man, that 600 stings with everything going on, and you got Q4, and again, presents to buy, things to do. It's just like, I'll tell you where it's going to hinge, though, for a lot of people. The decision maker is, what are they going to, are they going to do a lightsaber or some kind of GWP? Because I think that'll get the boys to the yard, so to speak.
That's only the reason. Why else would one go to Lego these days? Like, I've never had a month like it personally.
Put the link in the private chat for you, Greg.
Oh, cheers, dude. I will take a quick butchers at that in a second.
Yeah,
cheers,
no,
dude.
that's a good point. I mean, like, we don't have some of the exclusives as widely distributed, I would say, as you guys. In fact, you know, Zavi's been a great outlet for us to be able to get some Lego Store exclusives on the cheap, if you want to call it that. Like, I got my Falcon for $600 US shipped. You know, like, that's a screaming deal. You know, I mean, for me, I think it's a good deal.
That is a good deal. No,
so and I know Zavi's already done some stuff with the Sanctum, as you mentioned. They've done some stuff. I think that Ferrari went down $100 at one point. So, like, that's my outlet for sort of your, you know, over the pond steals and deals. But over here, yeah, you're right. Why on earth would anybody buy direct from Lego unless they're gonna put a lightsaber with it? Which, by the way, I think Luke is 150 and Yoda's pushing 200. So it's a kind of a way to subsidize your purchase if you play it right.
I do it all the time. I bought the I think I sell things a bit too cheap sometimes, but then I get rid of it, so that's cool with me. But I did the same when I got Mos Eisley. I got the Yoda one with that, and I sold that. In fact, I sold it to Tech, and the AT-AT. Well, you can't get those for love nor money now. They're like 200 quid. They were going for at Brickfest last week. You could probably get about 175 if you're lucky for it. But yeah, I mean, they're pushing a lot. They are just super limited. They really are. And I don't mind the limited thing because it's a bit like, I don't know why, right?
I'm all for it. By the way, I come from the sneaker world before, and people that claim Lego is people that and shout out to Brick Scene, who's out there as well. He's a big sneakerhead.
Oh yeah, he likes his Nikes.
Yeah,
or Jordans. Is it Air Jordans? Everyone likes Air Jordans.
Yeah, he loves the Jordans. Yeah,
Jordan.
But for just a PSA for everyone that says, like, you know, damn the scalpers and all this stuff in the Lego space, and you know, it's unfair. There is no collectible easier to get than Lego. I've done it all. I mean, like, honestly, I've been into hobbies. They give you a year at least, right, on the low end to get your act together and get something. Like, you know what I mean? Now, some of these GWPs, they sell out, but like, if that's all we're dealing with in terms of exclusivity, and I guess a few Comic-Con things here and there, collecting for this fandom or whatever is so easy. So just really, like, look at what goes on elsewhere with limited stuff and just count your blessings you're into this, because it's very easy to get. Now, you might miss it. And by the way, we're talking about this with these price increases. When was the last time we saw a night one sellout of anything? You know, I like Optimus didn't sell out. You know, going back a little bit.
Optimus, you can buy Optimus over here right now for £102. That's 50 quid off, pretty much.
Jeez Louise.
Didn't the DeLorean sell really quickly? I'm sure the DeLorean went.
It was on the site for a few days. I'm talking like at midnight when it releases here in the States. Releases at midnight.
Yeah. It's
like,
been a
I haven't
while.
seen anything. The last thing I saw sell out was the R2D2 UCS that I cared about anyway. So
ATT.
This pricing stuff's getting it's
playing ATT. That's sold out. That went out. But there's
next morning though, I think. Yeah. All right. Good point.
I tell you what, but during COVID, things were selling out just like that. Like, I was even doing midnight streams, and I like to be in bed by midnight, folks. I really do. But even I was doing live streams at midnight, right? Just jumping on the bang just to make sure that I actually got the set. I remember New Year's Eve last year, the year before that. I was there, ready to get them, and then we'd all lose ourselves when you know their bloody terrible infrastructure at Lego.com would just crumble under the sheer pressure of all of us mad people trying to get Lego sets. It's crazy. It really. I tell you what is crazy as well, folks. Do us a favor, give us a thumbs up, and while you're there, check out everyone. All the details down in the description below. Check them out on Instagram as well. They're there. They're everywhere. They really are. Sorry, I just had to say that, Sean. But this in the last 3 weeks, right? In the last month or so, right? I bought this Lego store here from Bricklink, right? I had to sell a lung for that one. This week alone, I bought this. Right, I was never going to buy it, right? And then I only got that.
You don't need it. You got the big boy now.
I got that. That's the reason I got it. It's because no one can't get this. It's the new two. It's a 2x4 exclusive tile of.
Oh, that's very cool. All right. Well, it pays for itself at some point.
It does. It does.
That's what we tell ourselves.
These go for twice the amount that the Lego set's worth.
You paid an arm and a leg for the brick. Did you not pre-order? Or did you have to buy it secondary market?
No. This or that. No. I pre-ordered that.
Okay, good.
The second it came out,
it's pushing 600 in the States already.
Is it really? Dude,
yeah.
I only got that right because just in case that didn't make it or I didn't get it. So
great taste. I got the same ones.
That's hedging best, and that basically, I just thought, you know what, it looked nice next to the diner in the city. That's all that is, mate. The castle in the forest, right? That's the one that made the ka-ching. But even then, I sold that to Craig for retail value. So, that was cool. But they're going for about 700 quid.
That's going up too. Yep.
It's ludicrous. I mean, like I say, I tell you what I did say. Oh, my God, right? I've got, what's his name? The Darth Revan, right? I've got Darth Revans. I've got a few of them, right? I cannot believe that they're going for £250. What is that all about? I mean, what idiot is going to buy those? Yeah.
They're out there. They're out there.
It's nuts. It really is.
Pay for your Bricklink set with one of those. There you go.
Yeah, I just can't believe what some of this stuff goes for, but people are buying it. It is a thing, that's for sure. Irish fan of Lego. He says, this weekend I'm going to build the SDCC Star Wars ATTE. There's a lot of letters in this. He goes, Republic. Do you work in IT by any chance? He goes, with Republic dropship mini build. I can't wait to build it. I stumbled across it in a Lego Star Wars book and had to have it. Sounds good to me. Send us some pictures in as well. Love to see that. It is crazy the stuff we just feel like we have to have. I had no reason. Right, I went in. I thought I was doing well. Right, Brick Festival. I walk in there. I buy a Dimensions set. Right, 30 quid. Mystery machine. It comes with Scooby Doo and Shaggy. Right, and then I bought this. So at that point, I spent 45 quid. Right, I then stumble across some geezer selling the upside down figures, and I'm like, I'm gonna buy them. I don't know why, because I've got an upside down. I'm not even built it yet, but I wanted to buy them. And then today. And then they weren't cheap. They were a lot of money. They were a lot more than what I paid for them. And then I was like, oh, I got the Demigorgon now. So I just managed to strike up a good deal on that. But they're going for some places on Bricklink are selling them for like 200 quid. And it's ludicrous.
Yeah.
It really is. But the thing is, the mindset. Let me know in the chat, folks. What is the most ludicrous Lego thing you've ever bought? Because we could literally talk all night about this. I mean, Bazza, what do you reckon is the craziest Lego thing you've got? I've got to have it. I mean, Lego car. I mean, that castle, right? I mean, you compare that castle, and thank you, Si, for sending me that, because I actually don't think. I think that Razor Crest is all right. I think it looks okay. Those figures are rubbish, and why we didn't get a mold of that? It looks like he's riding a perch.
The blurred. The blurred. Yeah, that's insane. It's insane to me.
That is a creative. That is a creative.
That's a crime. That's a crime.
It is hideous. Lego, sort that one out. I won't buy it because of that. I'll keep telling myself that. But yeah, what Bazza? What is the most ludicrous thing you've ever bought in Lego? But
you talk about price wise.
Well, just something ridiculous. Like, I mean, I got these free right from Leicester Square. You can get it from Ireland as well for about a week or so. They're selling these for they were selling for 70 quid on eBay. People were. I won't pay that.
I need one of those. I like that.
But I will say this: it's lovely. It's lovely. It really is. It's these panels that do it for me. These great big, lovely printed panels. Look at that, lovely. Bazza, so tell us what have you bought? You thought I'm an idiot for buying this, but I got to have it.
I don't know. I'm looking around now, and I can't really think exactly if there's anything that I bought that I did not want, or at least half want. Off the top of my head, if I'm being completely honest.
Yeah, but that's fine. Yeah, because you want it, because you bought it. But is there anything you've bought and you thought, oh, this is a ridiculous amount of money for what I'm buying?
Yeah, that I've done. Yeah, for sure, a few times.
Yeah, give us an example of it.
Probably a brand new boxed fishing store was the one that I spent a lot of money on.
Yeah, you bought that. Of course, you would have bought that.
I really wanted that. I could not have it, and I just went beyond what I would normally spend on something like that.
Yeah.
Probably the medieval village as well. I spent a bit more on that than I would have liked to have spent as well. So, yeah, it's that need of I have to have it. So you go that little bit extra mile, I suppose, than what you would normally pay. But most of the things that I bought, I'm actually really happy with. That I didn't. I mean, I am denied with the Batwing, but I'm actually glad I got it now.
Me too. I got the Batwing. I got that in a deal from Smith's actually. It was like 40% off it or something stupid like that. I just went up there in the middle of the night and picked it up. Couldn't help myself. But yeah, I got that because I got the Batmobile, and I'm not normally like that. I don't normally collect things because I've got this, I've got to get that. But I love and this is the thing, Sean. The Michael Keaton Batman is my favorite minifigure.
That's the only Batman that matters, quite frankly.
Yeah.
89 Batman.
Yeah.
Need a Catwoman with it.
Nice, and keep all that other stuff. I care about Keaton. Keaton's my Batman, so I'm on board.
Same here. Same here. He basically reinvented superheroes as we know him today. 100%. I'm with you, Bazza. I love the Michael Keaton Batman. The minifigure is awesome, and the car, dude. Right. I want to be seen driving that car. Do you know what I mean? It better have a good sound system. That's all I can say. But yeah, Craig, you're into Batman, actually, just sort of diverging a little bit. Have you ever bought a really expensive Batman set? Because the best gift with purchase I ever sold, right, was the gift with purchase that came with the Batmobile, which was
89. Yeah.
Yeah, another Batmobile, basically. And that sold just like that. What about you, Baz? So, what about you, Craig? So, have you ever gone crazy on something other than you buy a lot of Lego, don't you? You get a lot of loose Lego.
Yeah, but I've never paid over the odds for anything ever. Refused.
Oh, really?
Yep, will not do it.
Oh, okay.
Art man.
Yeah.
It's like that. Even if I'd missed out on the old fishing store, I would not pay more for it, knowing that I could have got it 50% off originally.
Yeah, I think you learned your lesson, didn't you? You learned your lesson down the line.
Just could not do it.
Best way to do it. I mean,
I can't even buy classic castle stuff that I look at on eBay and I look at it and think, oh, it's really good. And then I look at how much it was to buy and I just go, nah, I don't need it that much. I'll make my own. I'd rather have the bricks.
Yeah, that's true, actually. You can. I'm thinking of doing that with the bank, actually. But last week at Brickfest, they had a monorail set, the space one.
Mm-hmm.
And that was going for £450. And I'm not joking, I was that close to buying
that's
it.
That's pretty fair, though. I mean, if you look at inflation on that one too, it's actually not bad. When you're getting into that age of set, you do have to factor in inflation if you're trying to stick to the Craigsters rule. You know, part of that is like, what would that cost today? Cheapest I've seen at a show is like $1,000, and it was in like great shape though.
This was almost new. The box was immaculate. It was mint, and the set of it. But I tell you what, folks, if you want to talk about inflation, right? This set here, and this Bazza showed us it a little bit earlier on. This is it finished, right? That beats inflation because this, right, even though it's £90 for 1,200 parts roughly, this is cheaper than what it would have been in the early 80s or 70s. I think 1978 this set came out originally. But I mean, look at that. Look at it. We've just got Imperial Star Destroyer written all over it. But the best thing about it, like Bazza said, there's no stickers. And look at that wonderful logo. That is iconic. That to me is up there with your Coca-Colas and all that sort of jazz.
If there was no license theme, this would have blown my mind if this come out and I was a child now.
Yeah, me too. And I tell you what, right, Baz, did you like? I love the build of the arrow as well. That was amazing.
Yeah, with the Nexo Night Shield. Yeah, brilliant build that was.
Very clever. This is just brilliant. You know what? One of my favorite ships in Star Wars is the Tantive. Is it the Tantive 4 or 5? I always get mixed up. Which one is it, Sean? Tantive 4 or 5?
Sorry.
The Tantive. Is it a Tantive 4 or Tantive 5?
4.
Tantive 4. You know what I love about that is all the rockets you got on the back of it. I just love these big rockets you got on this. That's what you want. That's what you want to see.
I've been enjoying the butts, if you will, of ship builds lately. The engines. I think they've done a really nice job of that. The recent Buzz Lightyear, like you know what I mean. Like the back end of that is pretty awesome too.
Well, I got that at 30% off on Amazon a couple of weeks ago, and he's basically, to me, that looks like the Viper from Battlestar Galactica.
Yeah, it's incredible though. I mean, especially at that price. I got it at full rip. I couldn't wait on that one. I'm Disney first and foremost. I would say is like as far as like my fandom, and that one, it was incredible. And afterwards, I was like 50 for this one. I built it. I'm like fair deal because I really enjoyed it. It's a tight little ship, and dare I say, better than most Star Wars stuff that comes out. It's really interesting how they're getting ships right in non-Star Wars themes, and it's just funny to me. I don't know. It's a very, very good build.
It is. It really is. It's an interesting one, that, and maybe it's something to do with the colors. Yeah, and then it's a fun
colors. Sure. Yeah, it's not a gray blob again. That kind of stuff.
Yeah, I mean, when I was building this and shaping it out and stuff like that, it had a certain Star Wars feel to it because it's so grey. But it's but you get everything's printed. There's no stickers. You get some exclusive prints as well. I love what they did with the buckets, with the Sirens, and BrickStagePass mentioned that months ago when it came out. But also the nice little thing, you get this: if you detach the engine. Let me try and detach the engine now. Dun, dun, dun.
Engine detached.
Engine detached. Well done. You get some sort of strange rocket scooter thing, and it's awesome. I love it. It's imagination. There's no license to it. Lego I think what would be quite handy. Oh, we lost someone. Would be to.
Sean's just changing locations. He said.
No worries.
In the private chat.
I think. Oh, good stuff. Thank you, Si. I don't know. I just like these sets because they can be whatever they want to be because they're not licensed, which is always kind of cool. Jesse, just kind of circling back on you and MOCs. Maybe we'll have a look.
Or my weakness as far as paying for Lego, it might be custom printed figures and stuff like that.
Oh, so I don't go custom.
So we have some Crusaders.
Templar Knights.
That looks like he's English. Is that an English knight, Baz?
Templar Knights.
Templar, yeah.
Templar.
Yeah, Templars are French.
They're printed on the back, and they even made just like villagers.
So cool.
They're missing. So I bought a set of these recently from BBG Forge. They've got the red knight and the blue knight, and they printed the shields.
That one in the middle, it looks like the geezer out of The Boys.
He does.
Yeah.
Butcher.
Yeah, that's diabolical, that night.
Will I say any of his words? No.
No.
You okay? I won't say it.
Not even an Irish accent. It won't work.
Yeah.
Anything I say gets flagged on YouTube anyway, so it doesn't matter.
It does. That's true, actually. I missed it when we was building the Falcons and things like that. So, yeah. So curiously, hey, Brick Bods, Ian and Carrie. Let's change up the gear a little bit. Craig, are you okay to if we take a look at the new I say this Christmas Village set? Are you okay to bring that up on yours? Because I want to know what Carrie thinks about that. Because last time I looked, Carrie has quite a big Winter Village section in her village, or in her city, I should say. But Carrie, what? How are you getting on? Firstly, with the deconstruction of the Taj Mahal?
It's all apart. It just now needs bagging up. So we're bags galore.
Okay. Are you putting them in any particular order? Are you doing type? I mean, I'd say the colour, but that'd be a bit too easy for.
No, all by type. Some things we've got just one colour in a bag, and some we've mixed them.
Okay.
Just for fun.
So why don't we take a look in a moment, all right? As Craig's sorting it out. I'm intrigued to know what people think of the new set. This set 10308. It's the new winter village set. It doesn't really look. It doesn't really look villagey to me. I will say it was more town. Should we say? Should we say it looks a bit more town? I like it. I'm going to buy it because firstly, I haven't got any winter villagey stuff, right? But I don't even care about the houses that are only six studs deep. By the way, I'm only interested in the tram. In all honesty, because I can put it on my track and have fun with it. And I've got spare motors and stuff like that, so I can play with that a little bit more. So why don't we bring it in, right? And then what we do is we'll add it in, we'll chat about it, and I want to get. Oh, sorry about that. I want to get what Carrie thinks about it. I'm trying to get to this. Maybe we'll just go with that one after all. Then no. Nearly there, folks. Don't worry. I'll bring it on. Honestly, we're bringing it on. Here we go. We'll just go over here. Blimey, look at my shirt. Looks all crazy. It does. Yeah. So, Carrie, I've given you long enough. I've whittled on long enough for you to think about what you're going to say. What do you reckon of this set?
Just let it ink off. Sorry. I'm on the fence until I've built it, but it's quite clearly a different aesthetic to all of the previous ones. They're not really in keeping with the sort of, I don't know, like you say, villagey feel of it. It is a lot different, but the tram is good. Everyone loves the tram.
Yeah.
I'm not sure about putting the battery pack in. I feel that kind of completely destroys it.
Yeah, it just looks ugly if you motorise it.
Yeah. People are complaining about the reef on the end not looking very finished there.
That reef looks like it's been on the front since last Christmas, to be honest.
But maybe they stopped halfway through designing that one.
Well, where's the red in it for a start? Yeah.
I
mean, that's a bit rubbish. That could be. We can update that one.
A couple of red studs on there. That's all you need, isn't it? Really, a couple of red studs.
Yeah, but they shouldn't be leaving it to us to finish. It should be finished.
No, I agree. Totally agree.
I'm trying to work out where the corner pieces came from, because otherwise, why did they use them and not the red dots?
Yeah.
The thing with the Winter Village set is that each year they do a different style of Christmas tree, and it now looks like they're doing a different style of wreath, and they've clearly just run out of options now.
Yeah.
So it's like they can't do that because they've done it the previous year or the year before that, and so that's what you end up with.
Yeah, the Christmas trees were specifically the only thing that seemed to be like, we'll include it every year, but we'll do it differently. But I think they could get away with doing the wreaths the same. No one would mind.
Yeah, I don't think they would, but yeah.
But I think for us, it's trying to work out where we can put it, because it doesn't quite fit. But I've got a different like shelf that I can put it on that can be more facade-y. So I think it just helps us maybe extend it around our room a bit more, which is good. So I'm quite excited. I like the little shopping bags as well.
Well, the shopping bags are unusual actually, because they're not normal bags, are they? They're just they're like a 1x2 with a rod and a tile, which is all right, I think.
Which they've done before.
Yeah, they've done that before for like little Lego bags.
Okay. Oh yeah, the Lego bags. That'd be something good. Why don't they do a yellow one in there? Just put a little tiny Lego logo on it. That'd be quite good, wouldn't it?
Well, I can't remember what set did it, the little yellow bag, but they didn't even use the Lego logo. They put a red 1x1 in the middle, and that annoyed me. I was like, just put the printed bit on, because it looked much better. But we've already had a toy store twice. But it is, I guess it looks different.
This is Santa's toy store, though, isn't it? That's quite a cool one. It's like a Christmas shop, isn't it?
Direct retail shop, is it, from his factory?
Yeah.
I mean, the music shop looks better.
I bet he doesn't do any regional specials.
Candlesticks in silver's all right.
Yeah, is that lacquered silver?
Could be.
I don't know. You get what instruments do you get in there? You get like a violin. You get a white guitar.
Yeah.
There's a drum as well, I think.
Is there a drum kit in there? Oh yeah, in the right hand corner.
Couple of
a very small keyboard on the wall there.
Oh yeah, keyboard. Yeah. Like that.
You sure it's not a music shop?
That's the music shop. The other side is the toy store.
Oh, gotcha.
This is the toy store. Yeah.
But I like the fact you got the advert, or rather, a bit of a promotion thing going on the tram. So it all kind of ties in quite nicely. That Christmas tree does look quite good. I like that. That's a nice. I
always get upset when the Christmas trees don't have enough colour on, though. I like a colourful Christmas tree. So one kind of bauble is not enough for me.
Okay, fair enough. Can I just say, does anyone like the black background on this? Because to me, that just does. It's a bit too growing up. It's a bit like, oh, come on, you're sucking the life out of the jolliness of.
It's an 18 plus. That's why.
I know, but I'm really over this 18.
What is 18 plus? What is 18 plus about this, though? I mean, like,
exactly, Sean. I know. Yeah, you're right.
There's been some questionable ones. This one is like, without doubt, should not be 18 plus.
Yeah, that's ridiculous, isn't it?
Depends what you mean.
No cool happening 18-year-old dude is going to be like, give me this child's Christmas playset stats, sir. You know, like there's just no way. And whether it has to do with theming or being complicated, it doesn't check either box. I like the trolley on this one, and that's where I'm at on that. I like the trolley. I'm a sucker for vehicles. I like the trolley. And then otherwise, people are kind of saying, if you haven't yet, go get that Harry Potter set. It's a much better winter set.
You have to be 18.
I forget the name of it.
Oh, what one's that? Is that's
Hogsmeade?
Hogsmeade.
The Hogsmeade. People are throwing that in their winter village, and honestly, it's got more depth, literally, than these do. These are like super dollhouse.
These are like 6 studs deep. That's all they are. Maybe 8 studs if you include the
I think
kind of
it
frontage.
could be nice if you've got a mantelpiece, though. If they do this for the next couple of years and having like a whole street on a mantelpiece, it will look really good. So
Awesome reclaimed timber.
Yeah, I mean, what's all that about? I mean, it's so dark, isn't it? I mean,
you mean like that? Yeah.
Yeah, some of these in situ shots or environment shots are just hilarious. We clown them all the time, especially the actors that are staring longingly at their lighthouse, for example. This guy's in love with
Sean,
that
they're always
lighthouse.
looking at it. They're always looking at it from the back as well. Like, turn it around and look.
That's what I'm saying. They're checking out the butt on that thing. You know, like
it's just
but
not enough. There's no tinsel.
It's fine. I will say this. I'm getting it, by the way. I'm giving a couple little barbs
that's
here.
a good picture.
I am. Yeah, like this makes sense. Okay, and that kid is not 18, so he shouldn't be able to build it.
That's true, actually. His mum's got to be there to guide him to make sure he doesn't see any
fiction people.
One thing I want to call out: Lego had mercy on us with this one, because with the price increases, if you guys are following Brick Clicker and whomever, this was slated to be 130. They took it easy on us and kept it at 100. So thank you, Lego, for not making this 130.
That's because they took the motors out of it.
Yeah, and the track.
I like the way the stool is stuck to the ceiling. That's a good tip.
What is that? Is
it's a stool.
Is that a stool?
Yeah, it's stuck to the ceiling just in case you want to sit there.
See, upside down.
Yeah, but the tram does look really cool. Do we have any other pictures of it or anything like that? Is there? Oh, that's quite. I mean, that's not too bad. But was there anything?
Stickers, all stickers. Yeah.
Is it really?
On the back of the box, they show you all the extras. Like you have to buy 4 different things to make it motorized.
Oh yeah, let's have a look at that.
If you want to do a loop, you need 4 of 60205 because you don't get enough curves in there to do a full loop with just one pack.
You got to buy 3 packs, I think, of that, isn't it?
You're looking at like $200 to do the whole thing.
Yeah, but people have got their own motors and stuff like this. They'll be fine.
Well, I mean, if you're new to it, you probably won't. But the likes of us,
but then they win, don't they? Because people buy that, and that, and that,
Like,
and then go, I ain't got enough of them, so I have to buy another one. And I ain't got enough of them.
Yeah, but how is one little car gonna look spinning around a big track? You know, I don't know.
Well, there you go. They're thinking, oh, I need to get more.
I need
of
6
these.
of them.
Yeah,
Well, listen, at least we didn't have to mod this one like the older Hogwarts Express. You know, at least like out of the box, you can do something with this. So I'll give them a shout out on that. And I'm always, I'm a fan of commerce and upselling. I think this is fine. You know,
this is a good set. I'll get this set, and I do believe there's going to be an interesting, and it possibly will come out around this time. An interesting gift with purchase, in the form. I think it's something like set 40565 or no 40566, and it's a Castaway or something like that. I can't remember. I saw the picture earlier on this week. Yeah, that's it. The Lego Ideas one.
But it's not a good set.
It's not a good set, is it not?
It's not a good set.
I did see. I don't know if anyone has seen it. I thought if there is another Christmas set, I don't know if it's coming with this. That's all I'll say.
Oh, okay. What is that? The Castaway one, Si, or just another?
No, that's
oh,
Hank the Castaway or Jim the Castaway. I think that's called. Is it?
Isn't it Ray?
Ray. Yeah, that's
Okay.
I don't know what that's about. Oh, that's a fan design. It's a
It says Lego Ideas.
Yes.
For purchase. That's been. I mean,
Twin
they've been doing
Dragons.
it for ages, but it's finally coming.
Yeah, I think this is right. So anyway, will you be getting this one, Carrie, for your Winter Village set?
Yeah,
Is
for
it-
sure. I can't not.
Okay. What about you, Jesse? Are you into Winter Villages?
Yeah, we custom do more stuff at the museum, and sometimes you sub in a set like this or be inspired to do a trolley differently, or use those structures like you're saying. They're just the facade, right? So finish it and use the interior to populate a proper holiday village. So if you've been collecting holiday village for a while now, you have quite a few that can go with this. So I think that's fine.
Do you modularize them at all, Carrie, or do you just keep them as they are?
No, our Winter Village is right in the corner of the room, so you can't see behind it, so it's fine. And when we bring it downstairs to our Christmas display, then our girls take it off and play with it. So having the open backs is actually much easier for them to play.
Yeah.
And destroy.
Well, that's what it's there for. You can always rebuild it. What about you, Si? Do you think you'll get this?
Oh, you know me. I have all of them since 2012. So
nice.
Yeah, I love I'm a sucker for these things. So yeah, myself and Lorraine, I think we're going to get 2. She's looking to get some Christmas sets for herself, which is awesome. So yeah, I'd love this.
KO says I hate, or I should say I hate power function, as it uses up a lot of battery, and getting battery costs too much for me to buy. Get rechargeable ones, maybe. I haven't got rechargeable ones, but I don't know what they're like to get. I wish they used the old 9-volt. Actually, I wish they'd go back to that. Minifigures says, "Oh my god, she wants to throw her child into the oven to get it, Mark." I haven't spotted that. I quite like this set. Craig, got any thoughts on it?
Rubbish.
Oh, you don't like it? Rubbish. Okay. What's that?
Because you could have spent the same amount of money of 80 quid or whatever it is, doing 2 of these buildings really nicely, that maybe would make them a little bit more villagey, and done that as a separate, I don't know, it's like the Santa Sleigh was a separate set or a gift with purchase, because it's not got that many parts, and that would have been cool. But now everyone talks about this being the best thing, and they're going to have it running around, and I'm like, it's just another. Yeah, it's easy enough just to go online, get the instructions for that, and you've won.
That is the problem with this set, isn't it? The thing that people like, the problem with that, the trolley being what people want, is that they're then going to go and buy a load of other bits and pieces for it that's just as expensive as this particular set is, to actually get what they actually want from the set. So, yeah, it's an interesting one. I was going to ask Bazza, but I think he's dropped off. His internet's letting down a little bit there.
Bazza likes winter stuff as well.
Yeah, I know. But he likes trains as well. I need to pick his brains about the trains. But yeah, I don't know. It's I think it's okay. I think it's functional.
And when you put the power functions in this, you lose all of this to a battery box.
Yeah,
so it's kind of pointless. It's like you could have come up with something.
I agree with that. What about if you make it 8 studs wide? Can you modify it? Make it 8 stud wide one?
I think it'll make a difference in the size of the battery box, though. It's still going to take up a huge amount of room. The only way you get around it is if you can use a 9-volt, but they're even more expensive. Or you buy custom 9-volt stuff that they're going to do. That company's third party.
I was thinking of building another one, like have 2 of them, like, and put the battery pack in the last carriage. Like have an extra carriage at the back, and put the motor in the back of that one.
Yeah, I think the problem is there's so many windows on it. Putting a battery box in it just looks wrong. Whereas, like, that's basically what you did with the crocodile locomotive. But there weren't windows in it, so you don't really see that the battery box, and it works fine.
Yeah.
Here, they've just been really lazy. You can just chuck a battery box in and ignore the fact that you see this big grey block moving around.
They should have given you like stickers to put on the battery box. to make it look like there was people inside or something.
Well, I definitely get some custom stickers. I mean,
or a little hub. Why not come up with a little powered function hub that would be really useful? Like, for example, the bigger one has a motor built into it that has the boost stuff. You could have just built a little one with a little motor in it that literally goes up and down. That's it.
Well, I tell you what, right? Here's a question for you, BrickStage. Have they not, on Lego Ideas, come out with some trolleys in the past?
Yeah,
We could maybe take a couple of look at those. Why don't we have a look at a couple of trolleys on Lego Ideas? And just compare and just say, oh, actually, because this is the only trolley I've ever seen in Lego form. And I think, oh, it's quite nice. But I'm a sucker for anything that happens to be white, green, and red because it's just got that Christmas vibe about it, you know? I mean, Jean, are you into these? I mean, bearing in mind, again, another divergence. You think, oh, okay, I'll get this. It's just Christmas. But would you ever kind of go down that route of Christmas sets and sets that you only get out for at Christmas time and stuff like that?
Yeah, I think I'll probably get that one. Like, I'm good with decorations and stuff. Like, even the Funko Pops that I do collect, like, I try to stick to only Star Wars and Harry Potter, but
yeah,
I do have Star Wars Christmas Pops and I do have Halloween Pops like Hocus Pocus and things like that. So yeah,
that's going to be a set. That will be a set one day. I mean, that's going to be one for you.
I like decorating. Like, I go all out for Halloween and Christmas, so I can definitely see myself putting that in the entryway or in the dining table.
Yeah.
And I mean, I don't have an opinion like for past Christmassy sets, so I was like, okay, I could just get this one. So, you know,
I like them. I always like them, and then when I see them, I'm like, I'm always a little bit underwhelmed. I don't know why.
the trolley is really cute,
but the trolley's nice, and I'm like, well, actually, could I just go to Rebrickable and get a nice big trolley that's maybe 8 studs wide, and I can put the motor in it, and there won't be an issue with it. And if so, how much is that going to cost? Because I've got the track, don't need to do that. I've got spare motors. You know, so what can we say? Who's that? Is that someone's kid? I can hear this.
It's a ghost.
It's a ghost. It's like Casper. Like Casper.
Spooky season.
It's like he's sleepwalking. I used to sleepwalk when I was a kid. Funny enough, it was really weird.
I think it's a great too.
It must be. Oh, blimey. It's like a poltergeist.
Yeah.
Who is that? Is that Sean? I can't see. It is. That's really weird. Sean, who's that? Who's got the poltergeist in their house?
I don't have a poltergeist. I mean, it'd be cool. It'd be cool. Not that I'm aware of.
It sounds weird. No.
You mean like a sound or a visual?
Like that.
Oh,
so.
Yes. I do have my son, which is why I had to switch locations. I have my
okay.
1.5-year-old on this.
Oh, no, wait, that's all right. As long as we know where the sound's coming from. That's all. It's just weird.
Yeah. Okay. When I think poltergeist, I think like a ghost and not sounds. But yeah,
a fantastic film that was back in the day. Jesse, what about you? So what's this thing you mentioned museum? Then did you do some sort of? Have you got some sort of association with the museum, and you do like historical events and stuff like that?
Well, it's a model train museum. So our Lego Train Club is lucky enough to display a 30-foot display with Lego trains alongside the O scale trains and the N scale trains and all of that. So, and it's a museum. So we have Winter Village kind of stuff to look forward to. It's the big season where people come out and see it. So we'll be changing over to this wintry stuff. Trying to find a good picture of our trolley. So we have a trolley that is local and custom made. I'm going to try to zoom in and send you a picture.
Okay, mate. Okay. I like it. Jean, do you think next year you're going to sort of branch out into anything else as well? Are you kind of making a point of sticking with the Star Wars? Is there anything you sort of think, oh, actually, I might kind of give that, I might dabble in Friends or something like that?
I can see myself dabbling in Friends, but not a whole lot. Like, I definitely have very limited space for displaying, and I'm pretty strict about that. Like, for as long as I've been collecting, which is like about 7 years, it's always like, okay, something new's coming in. There's stuff that has to go out. So I'm constantly.
Oh yes. No, I've seen it. I've seen the Calibric click of it. You're very good with that. I like that actually. That is very good.
I do have Lego has taken over. Like I used to work in this office in this space in here, but recently the Lego. I don't know how I just ended up with so much Lego, like loose Lego, because I just buy and build sets, but I have a lot of it, and I don't know if I could turn this and if it will get a good view, but I basically moved my work computer out of this office, and now that's a Lego table.
Yeah, IKEA, eat your heart out. I mean, that is exactly what everyone does. You just go.
Yeah, so those are container store containers. There's like a bunch of. I'm just like, where did all this Lego come from?
And call it the Lego creep. It just starts showing up everywhere.
It does.
I know I dove through a bulk bin, but I didn't think I bought that much stuff. And then I still have my husband's old Lego from the 90s that I haven't sorted through. And he's got bins, like gigantic bins that I haven't even sorted.
Oh my God.
He actually has a lot of like the old space sets, and he has the old Forestman set, like the Robin Hood.
Oh yeah, Baz has got that. Are you with us, Baz? Can you see us all right?
Yeah, my internet on my phone's timed out now. Just trying to use my normal internet, and it's just not working, as you could probably notice.
Well, it's hanging in there a moment. Okay, I can't see. It looks like you've got your laptop in front of your camera or something like that. But you're hanging in there, mate. You're hanging in there. Gene, I never thought I'd be in. I'm not into plushies at all. I never thought I'd ever buy one of these little things. But I've got him. I've got you out there, mate. I've got a blue one because I like blue spacemen. Oh, there he goes again. And I've got a J Ninjago because I like blue and I like J. So it's ridiculous, really, isn't it? It's
I started
the things you
getting
do.
these Star Wars plushies, which I was like, I think plushies are dumb.
Oh, they look slightly disturbing, but I hear you.
They're pretty cute. They're from Galaxy's Edge, and I have an Ahsoka. Oh my God! Okay, I have an Ewok too.
What did you think of? What did you think of the wood ones? I got a couple of those. The little wooden ones.
It's got one of those hen's teeth. There's a Paddington after going out on a bender for a weekend. That is.
Burning away.
The wood ones. Oh, you're talking about the like the puppets at
marionettes or whatever. Yeah, I got a couple of those. Like
I'm tempted to, but I haven't gone down that road. I wasn't even gonna get these things, but there's like a toy store. So every time you go to Galaxy's Edge, it's supposed to be like you're in universe, so nothing has like a Star Wars logo on it, for example.
Right.
And so it's a toy store, and these are toys that kids in Star Wars land would buy.
Yeah. No, I'm in LA. Where are you located?
Oh, I know you. I was mostly telling everybody else.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, it's okay. I'm in Austin, Texas.
Okay,
so
right.
I'm right in between both. I just went to Disneyland for the first time this summer, and I've been to Disney World twice.
Which do you prefer?
That's a very tough question because I actually love both, and I think both have very different enough things to offer. Like Disneyland stole my heart. I didn't.
That's my favorite. I'm from Orlando, and I prefer Disneyland.
I think I do too. I think I like the crowds better.
Yeah.
For one, but I do love Epcot, and that's something Orlando has. And Epcot's just, I like drinking around the world. That's like
for adults.
One of my most fun activities.
Yep, for sure.
Well, Sean, whereabouts in the US are you?
I'm in Los Angeles, but I'm originally from Florida, different parts of Florida, but mainly Orlando. So I grew up with one Disney World, and then work brought me out to the West Coast, and that's where I met my wife. And so therefore I stay here, where I have Disneyland in Anaheim, which is about an hour away. And so it's always been sort of a big part of my life. I worked there when I was going to high school. My kids, as soon as, I couldn't wait to have kids to bring them there. And, we have the annual passes. We're those people. We go all the time. And that's why I was kind of zeroing in when Jeans was talking about Galaxy's Edge. I like to just hang out. I like to just hang out there. It's so fun.
Me too. And I hate it. My husband just does not. He'll be there for an hour and he's like, let's go. And I'm like, no, I want to.
No, I'm in Star Wars right now.
I want to go to Oga's Cantina. I want to see every shop has like different things, and I want to have a bunch of Ronto wraps. It's my nerd place. I literally let them. I was like, can you guys just leave me alone? And I just like hung out by myself for like 2 more hours.
That's exactly what I do. I'm like, go ride something. I'll take the baby while he's sleeping and just do a big hour lap to myself, and it's great.
So you literally got it on your doorstep then?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, it's always been. I've always had one within an hour of me. It's kind of weird. And it wasn't by design. It's just life works out that way sometimes, I guess.
Okay, I see.
Yeah.
Well, I've told them where I work. I said, look, I'm happy to go anywhere you want to put me in the world. Like we got offices. I think the firm I work for, we've got something like 45 offices globally. And I said, I'll go anywhere you want me to go as long as it's got a Lego store. And they're like, okay, fine. It looked to me a bit odd, but they were like, okay, we'll just go with it.
They're in most major cities. You'll be all right with that one.
Yeah, Abu Dhabi, all sorts of things. My mate went to Abu Dhabi. He says, I was going to bring you back something. He just thought, it's ludicrously expensive. I said, yeah, that's Lego for you, mate. That is. Couldn't believe it. We got Mikey J Productions out there. Good to see you, dude. Welcome to the stream. Anyone who's just popped in, do us a favor. I've got 57. At 65 a second ago watching. Give us a thumbs up, will you? Let the world know that we're here, alive and kicking. And whilst you're there, do check out everybody in the description. All the details are there. I've got a survey running as well. I haven't even really mentioned that at all. It says, and I'll be interested to know how this goes. Actually, it says, are you a fan of the newly announced? I was being a bit posh by saying that. The newly announced Holiday Main Street, set 1038. Yes, 56. No, 22. Undecided, 22. There we go. It's quite decisive there. It's in the balance. Mostly yes, of course. But yeah, what can I say? We got Brick Jedi in the house. He's saying, ahoy, ahoy. Welcome, Brick Jedi. Good to see you. We got Red Carnage. Hello, my friend. Evening, Greg. London Bridge Bricks. Evening, Sir Connor. Bazza, Sir Bazza of PORTCULLIS. Good to see you, my friend. Hope all is well with you. Red, when are you going back to Blue Water again? Let me know. Send me a message. Minifig who is giving out some love there to Mike. We've got Steve out there as well. Echo Bricks saying hi, everyone. Good to see you, dude. It really is. Hope everyone is well. I hope you've had a cool week. We'll give it a couple of minutes and then we will check out some photographs. So if you guys out there want to send me any photographs, right, then I will show them off in just a tick. Now, there was something actually Minifig who sent me earlier on this week. I wouldn't mind looking at. Let me just see if I can get to it actually. Jesse sent me some
just have a message in the private chat though, Greg.
Oh, is there? I love it when Si says that. It's only been in there about 10 seconds. Okay. BrickStagePass, do you want to go now, my friend?
Yeah, I'm going to make a move now.
Okay, dude. All right. Well, look, you got anything coming up in the next week?
Negative.
Nothing at all. Okay, my friend. All right. Well, anyway, look, thanks for hanging out, mate. I know you're not been feeling too well. And we'll see you hopefully next week.
See you later. Bye.
Bye, dude. Have a top weekend.
Okay.
See you later.
Bye, dude.
All right, so there goes Craig. We lost Bazza as well through the internet. Unlucky Bazza. But anyway, send us through your pictures, folks. Take care, Craig. Hope you. Well, thank goodness it's the weekend, so you put your feet up, relax, and do as little as possible. Chris, busy Chalice. I want the mini duck from AFOL Day at Lego House. Yeah, I saw that actually. Is that actually going to be made as a proper Lego part now, Chris? I've been watching Tricky Bricks and his adventures that he's having over there at the moment, which has been interesting to watch. And if all goes well, folks, I should actually be catching up with them this week in Londinium. Red Carnage is saying hi to Echo. He's Minifiku is saying see you, Craigstar. Red's giving out some love out there as well. He says, how can I forget Craigstar BrickStagePass? Yeah, he wasn't feeling too well earlier on, folks. And obviously, we wish him well for the weekend. He's got a little bit of time to recover. Irish fan of Lego says, Unbridge Bricks, I've DM'd you on Instagram. Good stuff. Well, someone else is happy about it as well, which is awesome. Yeah. Chris says, no, it hasn't. Blimey, what is that? No, it isn't. I heard.
Grammar matters.
Yeah, exactly. All right. I think Chris has been at the old, you know what?
He's talking about the mini duck. So it's not going to be a general release part because it was 3D printed rather than injection mold printed.
No, but hold on a minute. Is that an official Lego event or something like that? And they've showed off a a 3D printed part?
I think they just made them as little,
It was in the Lego house, wasn't it? Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Weird.
Well,
Okay.
Godspeed on your search there, Chris. I hope you obtain one.
Yeah, I tell you what, they'll be worth a fortune. They will. That seems a bit weird though. That Lego printed off. Oh, let's make that a little bit bigger for Si. How many does that even move?
It's not this. It's the next one that goes past.
Oh, okay. All right. Next one coming up. Next
So
one coming up.
This look at that little dude.
Dude, that is really good.
That's Master. That's Stuart. That was on 3 weeks ago.
It was, yeah. Stuart
From
the Lego house, yeah?
Yeah.
Good stuff. All right. Well, I tell you what, then we might as well get to look at some piggies. Otherwise, actually, Carrie, how are you guys getting on with your demolition job?
Yeah, there's too many things to put in bags. It's got ridiculous.
Yeah, there's quite a large number of bags going on
everywhere.
now.
They're all over the floor. You know how I said my floor was tidy? Not anymore.
Yeah, not anymore. Wait, even with the medical trolley that you've got.
I mean, look at it.
What
all.
is that?
This is my tray for sorting.
Oh, that's one of those
it's
pallets tray or
It's
something.
from IKEA. It's Kugis.
Cougars? Did they actually still do those? Because I bought a load of them. I've got about 8 of them stacked over it.
Yeah, I've had them 2 weeks. So.
Okay. What do you think of them? Do you find them useful for doing like all your sorting and stuff?
I think for sorting, when you've got lots of different parts, these big ones aren't so helpful. But then we just use the little inserts you get in the advent calendars to use that. So that's working quite well. But I think it's quite good if you're building and you want to sort of separate all your parts. You can do all the big bits in those. It would work well.
All right,
they're quite large. I'm not really sure where
they're massive. They are massive, but you can't put too much in them. That's the only problem because they're not deep. But yeah, they are good. I bought a few thinking I was going to use them, and then I ended up buying other stuff. So anyway, let's take a look at some pictures, shall we, folks? Because we're at that time of the stream. This is a close up. Well, I like the way they've done the track on this, Jesse. Jesse sent me this. Jesse, tell us a little bit about what we're looking at here.
So it's a homemade trolley and homemade track. So for a weird curve, and he's going to like cobblestone out the ballast. But this is going to be soon on display at our Model Train Museum in St. Paul, Minnesota. And it's a local, like, historic trolley that went from around the Minneapolis and St. Paul area.
Nice.
So look at how many more windows is on that. So you could probably double the size of that holiday set.
Yeah.
And get to something like that where the IR receiver and brick battery are inside that.
Yeah, I do like it. It's a good color combo actually. The colors do work really well together. But you are right. I think you could almost use the lighting kits to deflect the fact that it's got a hub in it or something like that. You know, I think that's definitely doable. Nice one, mate. That's very cool. Oh, got some requests as well. Oh, Irish fan of Lego has sent me a request. Okay, I'll accept. I might as well show it off then. Irish fan of Lego. Good name, by the way. It says, hey, maybe you'd show this one off on the stream. I'm having a great time. Good stuff. Glad you're having a good time, actually. Brick Bods has sent me some pictures as well. There we go. It's Commander Cody. What do you think of him? He's pretty cool, isn't he? Nice picture. Very well done. I like it. Good stuff. I like a bit of Cody. Where would we be if we didn't have a Cody, eh? We'd be moaning that we haven't got some other figure. We will get one day.
Trooper Jesse.
Blimey. This is a scary looking picture. Scary geezer. It's the beautiful Ian, folks. Look at that. Look.
Yeah.
He's hard at it.
I sent you 2 photos because I thought you might prefer the less hairy version.
Oh, I like the hairy version of him. What's going on there?
It doesn't really do the Lego set justice. That's kind of the...
I do overshadow the Lego somewhat. So.
This is perfectly all right, actually. It's just only going to give me nightmares for the next week. There we go. This is
Lego's not that bad.
This is a I'm not that bad. Who do you think you are, Kate Moss? Yeah, this is a cool picture. This is just showing off how big his hand is.
Oh yeah, it does look massive, doesn't it?
Okay, so guys, the Brick Bods, did you actually enjoy building the lighthouse? Because I think it looks like one of the best sets of the year.
I think it's probably a much more enjoyable build if you build it all by yourself. Like, it doesn't really split very well. So I built the little house, and then I built quite a lot of the parts that then stick onto the lighthouse, and then did most of the framework. So for me, it didn't feel like I was really building a lighthouse because I was just building parts on the table and then passing them to Ian. So he got most of the sort of upright construction. But it looks beautiful at the end.
Yeah.
The rock work is pretty detailed as well.
It's beautiful. It's one of the nicest sets of the year. This next picture comes from Minark. It goes, sorting my latest pad cup from Sunday's visit. I've got close on 30 pad cups up there. I really do need to sort them, but I'm scared to get them out. It goes, Sunday visit to Lego store, Leicester Square. Oh, you went onto there, did you? I couldn't be off to queue up. It goes, I'm sure Carrie will inspect for mixed pieces. Look at this. It's got a lovely collection going on there.
Yeah, I've got close to the camera so I can see. Oh my goodness. What's in your purple pot? There's definitely a rogue piece in there.
Well, do you reckon? I think that just might be
the gap in there. It looks like there's a... No, I think he's put one in there just to annoy me.
Dude, I bought a load of those windows as well. And do you know what? I even said to them, I said, look, you've got billions and billions of these glass inserts. As if you've got actual frames for it. I went, don't worry, I'll go around the back. We'll see what we got. They didn't have any. But I was like, why were you sending all those without sending the actual window frames? Anyway, Teal Bricks in Paradisa. Again, I haven't seen you for a little while, mate. Good to have you here. He says, I thought I'd share this boutique hotel expansion. Here we go. He said he hasn't sent me a picture. He sent me a post. There we go. It's always better if you send me a picture, because that way we can I can show it off a lot easier. But there we go. Looks really good. Nice to see someone's actually doing something useful with that kind of random tree. That was always a bit divisive, wasn't it? Hey, what do we think? Any ideas of what we're going to get over the course, like for the next modular? Jean, would you like to hazard a guess what we might get, or what would you like to see, perhaps?
I don't even know what. I don't even know what I could guess.
I'd like to get a theatre. That's what I'd like to get. I'd like it to be a theatre. So that's what I'd like to get. What about you, Sean? Any thoughts on what you'd like to see, or maybe what we will get for the next modular?
You know, that little, it won't happen, but that little Friends arcade that just came out was so rad that I wish they would just do a big full-scale modular arcade, like something fun like that. But as far as what's realistic, I think like a really high-end hospital would be interesting, or like have they done a post office yet or something like that? That could be interesting. I don't know if they're going to get to the point where they start like retroing and going back on doing modulars they've already done. So the pickings are getting kind of slim.
Yeah, I think so.
It doesn't matter what I want because I buy all of them, so it's fine. I'm sure it'll be fine. You know, like.
What about you, Si? I mean, you're big on the modular front. Any thoughts on what we might get, or what would you like?
Yeah, I'm sticking with last week's. I kind of agree with Sean. I think an STD clinic would be great, or something like that. Everyone needs one. What's wrong with that? Everyone needs one. Well, not everyone. I don't. You guys.
Si obviously does.
I actually like that. I like that city hospital from this year quite a bit, but I think like a higher end hospital would be interesting. I just don't know.
Like a private hospital, in other words,
a more posh. How about a more posh hospital? Yeah. You know, like by higher end, just like I don't know, like that fits.
One you're less likely to die in.
Yeah, one that fits the one that fits the aesthetic of these modulars more than the colorful.
Oh, Chris, very good. Private hospital with plastic surgery department.
Exactly, something like that. I don't know. None of my picks sound sexy except for my arcade, but we're not getting that. So I don't know. I like your theater idea, though. I would love to have a proper theater to go with Palace Cinema, for example.
Something flamboyant, or
Yeah, I mean, it's it's kind of stuffy in nature. Some of these themes of these buildings,
Well,
but it is what it is.
Hold that thought, Carrie and Jesse, because I'll ask you in a minute what you think we're going to get and what we might get. This is from the sexiness that is, of course, Studsidious. I don't think I've ever said that. I never said Studsidious and sexy in the same line before. I have now. Check out this. Look at this that he's built. Look at that. That is amazing.
It's incredible. He makes great stuff.
It's a good idea too. Vampire blood bank, right?
Yeah. Very cool. It is starting to get a bit Halloweeny these days, isn't it? It really is. I love it.
It's all coming out tomorrow. That's my weekend project. We're about.
Is that what it is? It's Halloween stuff this weekend.
We're about to spookify the house. Yeah, that's my mission is to take all that stuff down this weekend. So that'll be a blast.
That's awesome. Talking of which, is Chris. He's saying he's bought some stuff this week. Look, we was talking about this a little bit earlier on. The Galaxy Explorer. Look at that. He's bought that. There he is in its box. That, folks, is what you call an 18+ set.
Yeah, like that makes sense.
It's just nice, isn't it? It's just nice to have that, as opposed to this bland black. It's just like, ooh.
And earlier we were kind of going in on pricing and everything. I'm going to say kudos on both that and the castle, quite frankly.
Oh yeah, dude.
As being, if you want to call it a good deal in Lego, like I feel like that Explorer, even if I paid full 100 for it,
yeah,
totally fine with that. After seeing
bang for buck, that's totally worth it.
So I know there's not a license tied to it, and that helps things, but they could have went 130 on it, and people probably still would have got it. So like, good on them.
Yeah,
I got to call out the good. When I see it.
Oh, dude, you have to, because you got to be objective. Otherwise, it's a bit boring to just keep hammering on. They're expensive.
Yeah.
The thing is, folks, Lego's always been an expensive toy. And once you get your head around,
now it's getting like comical with the monthly $400 releases. That's where I'm starting to be like, And one thing we mentioned too is like, the reason I'm kind of sour on it is like I hate missing out on it. But I'll tell you the thing about FOMO is once you miss one set and you're at peace with missing it, it's a lot easier to miss the next one, and so on and so forth. And I just think they need to be really careful with some of these ballooned prices, because they're just like, I can't keep up with the pace of a $400 individual set. Now, what's funny is I say that, and I'm spending way over that in total on multiple sets, but you do feel like you're getting more bang for your buck if you're getting a little bit here and a little bit there from other themes. Oh,
look, I would never have bought that set this week if I hadn't got that tile come with it. And the fact is, London's a bit of a big deal for me, and the fact that I could get that with that just makes it interesting. Now,
it makes sense. Jeans is holding something up back there. What do we?
Oh, show us.
Oh, my bad. I thought you were trying to show us something. Sorry.
Can I tell you something? I will show you about this. That is a 2x4 printed tile with London on it. Yeah. Here's the thing. Just over the front door, right? What have we got? A blank piece, 2x4 tile. So that is going to go there.
Yep.
And I reckon that we'll start getting these from other Lego stores in other countries, because I hear through the grapevine that the Singapore Lego store has already started printing them too. And if they've got the ability to print them, print minifigures, as we all know, certainly have in Ireland and in London, then why don't they do tiles? They could do these. Don't know, just saying. But anyways, it's a good little touch. Onwards and upwards with some of the photos. This is from someone called Amy Maria, and she says she's bought this set, which is a nice set of Technic. So Echo Bricks out there's going to love that, because Echo Bricks is my go-to guy for Technics. Who else we got out there? We got Matt Elder. This is a good picture. This is Matt Elder. He's an awesome artist, folks. Do check him out. Family Bricks. But check this out. Andor.
That's awesome.
That is pretty cool. That is really cool. I can't say I'm a great fan of the Andor minifigure in the new set. I've got to be honest, and don't forget, folks, doing a giveaway on Sunday, so do tune in for that. It'll be from 5:30.
That's a nice little ship build too. That Andor set, I like the ship in there. You know.
Oh, dude, I love the ship. Right,
Is that the
I
ferric?
love the ship.
The ambush.
Yeah, I think it's
Yeah.
really good. You know, I like most. I wish they put more of the pieces from the speeder into it, but like, I really like it. It's like I said, it's a tight little build. It's kind of like the Buzz Lightyear. You know, that same thing where it's little, but it's got enough substance where you're like, okay, I can see where they were going.
And that ship is well represented in Lego because it really does look like that in universe. But here's the thing. But I'm just throwing it out there, folks. But if you tune in to me on 5:30 UK time on Sunday or 12:30 EST USA time, this is going to happen.
All right, so our guests eligible for this thing? I'm there, man. What
Everyone in the world can order it because basically, right? My friends at Blocks magazine, they sent this to me. I said, Blocks, do us a favor. I want to share the love out, right? This is a really good set. This set is too expensive. Can you buy us another one and we'll give it away? And they said, yeah, okay. So that's what we're going to do. This is open to anyone to win in the world.
Cool.
And tune in on Sunday. You can find out how you can enter the giveaway.
Yep, got it. Loved it. I really like that last that last wave. By the way, if we're gonna do some positivity, that last Star Wars wave, I think, is one of the best we've seen in a while.
Yeah, man.
Outside of the big boy being obviously a little bit out there, but you know we can wait for a sale on that. But you know, the Justifier is the only kind of missing link on that.
And you can't justify it.
But Star Wars in 22 has been very good generally. Just wanted to throw that out there. Random thought.
Oh yeah, no, I think it is, and I just think when I got into collecting Lego again, well, pretty much for the first time, really, to be honest, a few years ago, the best wave was arguably the first wave that I came across with Lego Star Wars, and that was Rogue One. That was the best wave I think they've ever done. And I've got some amazing sets that I do want to build.
Everything from that wave is like a classic or very hard to get right now or expensive. You know,
Oh, dude, 100%. Oh, what was you going to say, Jesse?
The beach troopers. I was trying to remember the tan colored troopers.
I forgot what they called it. Scarif troopers.
Those are my favorite looking troopers. I really like those.
Yeah.
Even the pops look really cool.
They look really good because I don't know, they just work on a beach. They just work in the beach. It's a bit like I don't know if anyone can explain this to me, right? Si, you know about all this sort of stuff, but Si, have you got to go soon? By the way,
in a few minutes, yeah.
Okay, cool. I'll show one more picture and then we'll wind down. Is that cool for you?
Yeah, that's cool.
Sweet, man. Can someone tell me, right, in the sequels in Star Wars, right? They were on a planet called Crate. I think that's what it was called. It was the salt planet.
The salt planet, yeah.
That's it. You got salt planet. Why was it they had snow troopers on that planet? Why did they take snow troopers?
Snow troopers work in the bright snow, so their visors and stuff reflect the light, and the same for the salt planet.
Mm-hmm.
Is that true?
Well,
I mean, it's not
a camouflage thing, right?
There's a
white on the
camouflage
ground.
thing. Yeah, somebody's asked that
white.
before. Yeah, it has nothing to do with the perception of having like winter gear or warmth. Because if you think about it, stormtroopers are running around Tatooine all the time, and some of these places that are hot as hell. Either way, they're wearing a big outfit, right? So
yeah,
something that's not super breathable.
I don't know. I just wouldn't be. I think their suits have probably got something in them that cools them down. Maybe I don't know. I just sort of thinking, and also as well, folks, if you watch the scene where they actually enter Crate, where they were kind of hiding out or trying to get into. You'll find that one of them's walking backwards. It's very strange, but it is there. I promise you. He's there, or she is. Anyway, look, this is the last one. This is from Ray and Ella, He said this was quite a celebratory one. He says, "Hi, Greg. A few anniversary gifts from my wife and kids last week. 19 years and counting. How nice is that? There you go. That's what you get for 19 years. A couple of very cool Speed Champion sets and a mini figure puzzle.
That puzzle's really good.
It is, because you've done a couple of the boring ones, haven't you, Carrie?
Not boring, difficult, really, really difficult. But that one I did in one day, and it was really nice.
Oh, okay, all right. Well, that looks like a good one. I might even buy my in-laws. Actually, they like doing puzzles, so I'm thinking I might get them that for Christmas as well. I'm literally going to be around the corner from the Lego store tomorrow because I'm going to the theatre to see Mary Poppins, which I can't wait to see. It's going to be good fun. So anyway, on that code, thank you everybody for sending in your pictures. Super appreciated it. It's always one of my favorite little segments. It really is. And do us a little favor while you're out there. Do check out everyone who's on the panel tonight, especially those that couldn't stay with us, the likes of Bazza and of course Craig. And also while you're there, give us a thumbs up and check out the videos if you fancy it as well. So on that note, then. Let's go around the panel and just see what might be coming up from them in the next week or so. Because I know that Carrie and Ian are going to be at a show next Saturday in Swindon. So, Carrie, tell us a little bit about that then.
So this is our very first show. We're going to the Swindon, is it the Great Western Brick Show? I think it's called.
Yeah, something like that.
It's on Saturday and Sunday, so we'll be there for both days. We probably should book a hotel. Which I haven't done that yet. We probably should make our mock as well. That's what we'll be doing on our live stream on Sunday at 8:30.
Oh, hold on. Did you say you haven't made it yet?
We got a start, but we've got
most of it, mate.
Yeah, we've got quite a lot to do still.
That's all right. Then. That's all right.
So we just need to do a bit more.
Is this the coral? Is this the coral?
Coral
I don't
Reef,
want to do nothing. Okay, cool. Oh, you know what? I was watching Jang on a
Twitch.
No, it wasn't Twitch. It was maybe he got it out on Twitch the other day, but it was a Patreon stream that he was doing. I was having a good old chat with him, as we do on a Saturday morning, and he was doing Coral Reef as well. It was really good. Really,
we saw some of his stuff on Twitch, and he's got a piece that we really want, but it came out in one set a long time ago, and there's none in the UK.
Yeah,
it's like a trans blue palm leaf. And so after we saw his stream, we're like, quick to Bricklink, but there's none. So
is there not? I tell you, I'll look out for that. I even did that with Craig this week when I went into the Lego store in London. The first thing I do, I go in there, I go straight to the pad wall to see if they've got one of those loaves that he calls them loaves, 1 by 1 loaves. I do it every time now. Any Lego store I go in, I always try and get in the pieces. I really do. Check out the survey, folks. We're going to be closing that in just a few seconds. Otherwise, you guys doing any more content? Are you doing is your podcast come out this week?
Yeah, we did a podcast, just general roundup of some news, because it was a slow news week, so we just saw a mishmash episode. And I will probably be reviewing the Lighthouse next week as well. I've just reviewed the Loop coaster, and that dropped today. So
good stuff. Check it out, folks. Check it out. Their details are down in the description below. They really are. Check them out, folks. They're a lovely couple. And Ian, what are you eating?
He's got
some sweet
chicken.
Mentos.
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 You have them when you're ill, don't you?
No, they're the like fruit ones, fruit Mentos.
Oh, fruit Mentos. Okay, very nice. I like it. He's looking at me like he's some sort of weirdo.
I think he might three at once.
Okay. Well, no, fair enough. Each to their own. I'm a Starburst man myself. Now, talking of Starbursts, Jesse Brick Galaxy. Are you up to anything? You sometimes do a stream after this particular stream, do you not?
Yeah, we have a channel called Friday Night Bricks, and Larry Legend's usually there with me, and Hope Castle, a few other people. The owner of Brick World Chicago, Mark Larson, has been on quite a lot lately. So if you have Brick World Chicago or Brick World in general questions, yeah, you can just like tune in and chat with him. It's amazing. So if you want to see me, just a brick and chat show, we're sitting around just building stuff. I plan on putting together BD1, I picked him up at Costco today. Or
He's
this
a
week,
shout out,
so.
shout out to Costco.
Yeah, I'm like
$80. Yeah.
Yeah, I got my fear of missing out at Costco and bought the Groot package and the BD1. So
that Groot's meant to be very good, by the way. That's one of the best toys of the year that is got voted. Can't believe it, but anyway, it's very, very true.
Other than that, one other thing, you can find me with Iceberg Bricks. We did a stream on Tuesday, a 90-minute challenge, which we've done a few times. And it was a seed part challenge. So if you want to see what we did in 90 minutes with thin wall panels, check out Iceberg Bricks from Tuesday night stream.
Wicked. All right, you're a busy man. I'm loving all the streaming. Really am. Just out of curiosity, do you ever do videos? Or
I do a few of my own videos. Yeah. Lately, well, I used to do the spoiler show when we would spoil shows. But lately it's just been brick and chat stuff.
That's all right. No, we love the old live streams. I certainly do.
Or if you want to see what that museum is about, you could probably scroll down and find something from our Lego Train Club.
Wicked. Lego Train Club. I love trains, and I certainly love trains made of Lego. I really do. Thank you, Jesse.
Thank you.
Awesome Sanctum Sanctorum, mate. Honestly, dude.
Yeah, 360.
I mean, you're just a full package. You are. You got the amazing mic. You got a cool looking cat. You got an amazing T-shirt, and he's got a Sanctum Sanctorum that is worth flexing. It really is. He's I mean, God, how are you single, married, or what? What's going? What's the secret? Oh, that's why he looks so young.
Yep.
Easy. Anyway, thank you, Jesse. So Sean the right way. What are you up to this weekend, my friend? Are you doing any more shenanigans with your co-hosts with the Brickheads?
We're done for the week. We did our main show last night. A couple of Brickheads goes live every Thursday night, 8 p.m. Pacific, 11 a.m. Eastern, which is I know for you, Greg, you do Replay Gang, we call it, for those for our friends in different time zones. We have a pretty strong Replay Gang presence, which is cool. As far as guests, most recently, if you're into Lego Star Wars, we had Rich Boy Jay on. That episode's been doing really well. He's always great. Second time on. Jay's amazing, especially if you're into MOCs and Lego MOCs specifically. I don't know that it gets much better.
Huge.
We had Mr. Saurus on recently. He's a great guy. Also another Star Wars guy. Ross is fantastic. So we like to kind of have like a core show with just the boys and now girl with Nicole. Shout out to Nicole, the newest member of a couple of Brickheads. Goes by Girl Bricks a lot here on the platform. Added a much needed, I think, female perspective to the show, because I think after a while just sitting around and hearing dudes talk gets kind of boring. So
I love Nicole. Oh shit.
Yeah, she came on as a guest. And she came on as a guest.
It wasn't very Disney of you.
She came on as a guest, as we're wont to do, having different Lego personalities on, and it clicked so well. I'm like, I proposed to her, I'm like, hey, I think I really had a good time. I really like the way this feels. Would you be interested in? And so she's on, I would say, on a semi-regular, almost a weekly basis. But no, we're just keeping rolling. We got a nice little thing going. We're trying to sort of be like anyone else out there. We have our segments, Greg, like you do, but we are known to go off the friggin' rails on occasion. So if you're into Lego, you're into comedy, Star Wars, etc., we keep it fun over there. So I appreciate you having me on. Like I said, I've been a fan from afar from a long time, and part of this is really cool to get to meet all of you guys through these different shows that we put on. So it's been a blast.
100%. No, I've been wanting to get you guys on all the time, and I felt I'm going to start with Sean, and I was like, picking them all on.
And I mentioned Nicole. Sorry, I have to mention Brent from Brent's Bricks, my original tag team partner, and Max from West Coast Bricks. All their info will be on our show link that you've so graciously provided below.
Dude, it's all about the community. We're all about
it.
The
community. It's so fun. It's more than anything. It's just so much fun. And I'm having 100%. A blast.
What goes around comes around, folks. It's
yes,
very
sir.
true.
Yes, sir.
Then that beautiful Cy O'Connor, my friend. Are you up to anything this week or next week? You working on any videos or any shorts or any stuff like that, my friend?
Yeah, I've done something I haven't done for a long time. I've been kind of batch recording shorts for October. Just
nice.
Get them out. There's a big update coming on shorts in 2023. I want to get on top of that before everyone else gets on top of it. And yeah, just get back into doing reels. Reels are really good fun. In shorts, they're going to actually bring out. I don't know if any of you heard this. They're going to bring out. It's weird. They're going to bring out music, so you can use music on your shorts. That is, by U2 or anybody you like. But they're going to make you pay for it. And if you don't want to pay for it, you get 40% of the take, basically. So it's still not as good as TikTok or Instagram, but they're getting proper music in now, anyways.
And they're monetizing shorts,
and
too.
they're monetizing it. Yeah, that came out this week. So bad time too.
I hate to run, but my son is going nuts. It was so good to meet you guys.
No, take care, Sean. Take care,
let's
mate.
Let's all be friends, and we'll see you around. Thank you so much. Have a great weekend.
Great to see you, mate. Great to see you. We're nearly there, folks. We're nearly there. Last but by no means least, the lovely Jeans version. Jean, what do you got coming up this week? I mean, I say that you haven't really got videos to drop, but you kind of work on stuff, don't you?
I do try to batch create content, and I will be batch creating a lot of content this weekend because I'm going to BrickCon in Seattle next week.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
that's very cool.
Fun.
Are you going to do? Are you going to get a little bit of footage from that as well?
Probably.
Good
yeah,
stuff.
I need to be better about social mediaing when I attend those events.
Yeah, no, I love it. I love it. We had Larry was doing the show from the brick slide, I think they're called.
Brick slopes.
Brick slopes. Sorry, yeah, brick slides.
Yeah, that was fun. I was like, "What are you filming me for?" I didn't know
Side
that was
spotted you. Side spotted you. Went, hey, that's Gene. I was
I
like,
was just wondering.
And then you went. Oh. I was like, oh.
Larry's like live from BBC.
I was confused. I was like, is he? I thought he was like recording, not living. I was like, well, I look like an idiot.
No, that was very cool. And we saw Martin there as well, which was always lovely.
Yeah, so I'll be presenting again. So Martin and I presented at Brick Slopes on like Lego Instagram, and we're going to be doing that again at BrickCon.
Very cool. All right, love it. That sounds very, very good. Right, folks, let's have a look at that survey there. It basically asking, are you a fan of the newly announced Holiday Main Street? 59% of you said yes. That's a pretty big percentage, isn't it, Si? 20% said no, and 19% said undecided. Okay, can go both ways, but yeah, 91 votes. Thank you everybody for voting for that. So yeah, coming up from me this weekend, folks, like I say, on Sunday, 5:30 UK time, 12:30 EST USA time, I'm going to be building this bad boy. Can't wait for that. And also, I will be disclosing to you, lovely lot out there, how you, no matter wherever you are in the world, folks, can win one of these sets. Because as we all know, folks, this is the one, the only and/or set that is out there. And it's a great little set, but it's a bit expensive. But you can win one for free. You can. So anyway, tune in for that, folks. And I'll be showing that off for you on Sunday. Otherwise, there might be an odd short that comes out between now and then. I actually filmed the short in the summer. I really do need to just put it together and chop it out there. In fact, I filmed it on the hottest day of the year. In actually all of time in England. I really did. But anyway, on that note, thank you everybody for tuning in. Thank you, Jeans Vision, for being here. Lovely to have you here. Gee, do you ever go by Miss Version or anything like that? Or was it Jeans Version?
Just Jean.
Just Jean. All right, Jean or Version. It's a bit weird calling someone Version, isn't it? It's weird. Anyway, so Connor, lovely to see you. Jesse, lovely to see you. Lovely to see you, Ian and Carrie. Good luck with finishing off your mock. Good luck to Bazza as well with your infrastructure issues or your internet. But anyway, mate, it was lovely to have you here. It was lovely to have Craig on earlier on as well. Craig, hope you feel better as the weekend kind of unravels and unfolds for you. And also as well, thank you for you, lovely lot, for being out there tonight as well. For the likes of Chris Chalice, the Minifig Who, King Oldenoff, JC Hustle, Cabbage Face, Nicole, lovely to see you out there. Omega Man, Amberlier, Stud Sidious, Victoria Fisher, Moments of Magic, and Shy Time is my time, to name but a few. Take care, folks. Have a lovely weekend. And just remember, Lego. It's a wonderful thing. And each and every one of you peeps out there are too. And I will see you very, very soon. Bye, Si.
Bye, Greg.
Bye, Karen. Bye, Jean.
Goodbye, Jesse.
Bye, Brickheads. Bye, Irish Band of Lego. What the hell was that?
Cabbage face Aaron.